This is
We're
why.
back. We're back. New studio, new vibes.
Maybe, bro. Maybe. Who knows? Fuck. I forgot about this.
Are we allowed to swear? Because you've buckled that already. Remember when you told me off once before on a different episode?
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
News just like beep, 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 beep. Bro, it's like you're doing Morse code.
I disagree. Listen, I think it was dubbed.
Swearing, bro.
I think it was dubbed. I never swear on podcast. But we're back. Boom! Squeeze the neck. We're back, my man. The Ronin. His name remains a mystery. We have to call him the Ronin. He does a bit of Jiu Jitsu and Kung Fu in his gi. But we're back for another episode, mate. Myriad Studios, the new one. We're in a different location. Yeah, there's 75 different cameras. I don't know where to look. But, mate, what's going on? You put up the bat signal for me. You said, we need to do this. Tell me.
To be honest with you, I was bored in it. So imagine for the best guy I know who loves to talk the most in it. So
you bring it out of me. I'm normally a quiet.
Nah, bro. I see episodes, bro. You are far from quiet. You are like, I can imagine you as a kid, just in class, causing havoc.
You got me all wrong. I'm a natural introvert. I'm very quiet unless pushed. If you push the envelope, then
lies.
It all falls out.
Absolutely,
it all goes everywhere.
Lies,
like it was a grenade, like very calm, very cerebral. Pulled a pin and forget it. It's over.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Called me down. You got me the wrong side of the river again. We'll get into football teams and all that, as people like later.
Best side.
Well, hey, let's not get crazy now.
Best side of the river.
I feel like we've colour coordinated here. I got the blue shoes on, and you got the red shoes on. We'll have to get into all that later.
It's mad. It's mad. But I'm the north of the red side. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Well,
wait, what's higher, Manchester or Liverpool? Manchester, right?
I mean, listen, all them places past Watford, they don't mean nothing to me. Like, who are these people?
I want to say Manchester.
No, I believe Manchester's definitely not central. This is the Northern who going wild at the camera now.
Yeah, Manchester and Liverpool. So yeah, I'm Manchester United, so yeah, it is what it is.
Well, we're in a new studio, mate.
Yeah, man.
Tell us what this place is, because I got brought in here. I was here before you because you was late. That's an issue for another time.
I was on time. You was early.
That's an issue for another time.
No.
Hey,
I was on time. You was early.
Hey, you show some respect. I'm speaking. I come up here and our mate gave us the tour. We're moving up in the world, mate. What's going on with this?
No, man. As you know, we're in the large studio before. So we wanted, this is about around November, we decided to do something a bit more spacious. Mm-hmm. Obviously, a lot more rooms. So here we've got 5 rooms. We're using 3 of them. Hoping to get a 4th one done soonish. And then obviously keep, refining, of course. But 3 rooms are done so far. And then let's kind of make room for more people to come in and work at the same time. So we're growing, we're scaling up, and we're getting better. So that's just basically the part of the vision as to what we're going to do.
Good. We have mats in here. We're going to get a dojo room going on, or what's that?
I've got mats. I do mats. I've got mats for my privates. Right. So I set out, do the private, put away. Very simple. So
gotcha. Yeah. And the South London edition's coming soon, or what? We're opening like Myriad Studios South, or no?
Probably not, bro.
You're disgusting. Not. You know that. I don't know why I bother coming up here. All these journeys. I come the wrong side of the river for this place, man.
The best side of the river, bro. Best
jokes aside, you said about entity. I said entity. You had a grin on your face like something was going on. Tell us, mate, what's happening?
Well, essentially, I think it was the last one we had in Q4. I think it was October, November. We weren't too sure about when we're going to do the next one because we knew we were trying to get this place.
Right.
So because of that, I knew not to kind of announce anything too specific. So I just said 2026. So it's looking like Q4 for this year, we'll be doing the next entity whilst we're getting this place up to full speed. Right. And then once we're a lot more comfortable, that's when we'll start to roll it out again. But the focus has been the studio. So once this is where we want it to be, we'll bring back entity.
I said to you before, like, I give you hassle. I give you stick on this.
Yeah,
I'll give you hassle.
You try to.
I got to give it to you. Your entity is the best tournament, whatever you want to call it, competition, grappling-wise, I've been to. Simple reason for anyone who doesn't know, and you correct me if I'm wrong, 5-minute fights, 5-minute grappling matches.
Yeah.
No points, no nonsense, sub or referee's decision, and it's fast and it runs through. And I said to you before as well, I feel like not only that's the way it should be for grappling, I actually think that's the way they should score MMA, and like people think like they need more complex scoring for MMA. To me, if me and you watch, I've said this a million times on a podcast, like if me and you watch a fight, we've got a good idea who won. And I think it should be scored that way, which is why I like the entity. But we spoke, I also said like maybe we'll put we'll throw in the squeeze the neck open and get something going.
He's selling me,
Comment
guys.
below.
Selling me. He's trying to sell me on this. Like, yes, squeeze the neck.
Here's the deal. You run it for me and I'll sit back and I'll put my name on it. This is what we'll do. But no, it's a good one. So like, man, listen, I think you should pump more of them out. I think you should, don't worry about Q4 and all that stuff. Let's get one a week every week of the year.
I'd love to, man.
If you ask me. Where do you run them? Are they all out of Apex nowadays?
No, they're at Ali Pali.
Ali Pali now?
Or Alexandra Park School.
Right.
People don't know. People think, they actually think Ali Pali for real. No, because
I boxed at Ali Pali, so no, I'm I'm going to puff my chest out and well, anyway, carry on as you were.
So Friday, who's the head coach there, allows us to use the venue. So we cancel classes, we can use it for the day, and then we can set up our tournament and get it run. So shout out to Ali Pali because they're always supporting us, man. So shout out to the guys. Do you know what I mean? So appreciate them.
Ali, we've had this conversation many times, but you know what I'm like. I'll ask you the same question 6 times. Like, you do judo, you do jiu-jitsu, same places or different places?
All right. So judo, technically speaking, I don't do that much often. I am very inconsistent with judo.
But you told me you was planning to go to the Olympics. What's happening?
Yeah, sure, bro.
You told me. That's not what you said. You didn't say, Ollie, I can't do it next Wednesday because I'm training for the Olympics.
Yeah, for sure.
That's not a quote?
We call that propaganda.
That's what we're doing here. Start a rumour.
But with the jiu-jitsu, I do tend to train different places. So
hence the Ronin name.
Exactly. So I'm again, north and south. As I've been to New School Brixton.
You're banned now. I spoke to the boys today. We had to have I had to call an emergency meeting. I said no more.
So I've been to our new school in Battersea. I maybe forget some other places as well, but yeah, I'm all over, man. I'm all over. So.
And where did you train judo? Was it Tokai? He was at judo.
It was Tokai and Hackney Judo Club. So Hackney Judo is my main.
Okay.
My main one, but because I've been off the mats for the last 4 months.
Okay.
I've not been doing judo at all, so I've literally just been doing.
Did you not do judo tournament recently? Did I see that wrong?
No, it's that.
Jiu-jitsu.
You see, that's all jiu-jitsu, man. So you probably would have seen me. That probably would have been. I'm guessing, was I wearing a black gi?
Probably, I can't remember. I mean, time goes, doesn't it? Like I remember seeing something on Instagram. I thought it was judo, but maybe I got it wrong. Have you got the bug to do more judo?
I do, but right now I'm nursing some niggles, so hence why I've not been on the mats for judo.
You haven't been on the mats at all?
Yes, no, been on the mat, not been on judo mats, been on jiu-jitsu mats, but not the judo mats.
Gotcha.
So that's been my thing right now. So once I get through and rehab and whatever, I can then go back to what
is the injury hush hush? Is it?
Oh yeah, of course, 100%.
We can't tell people that your right leg's falling off. No, we can't. He's got 2 legs in it. One of them's got to be bum leg in it. So we'll come back to it. But the reason I asked you about judo, as you know, I got the bug for judo recently myself, which is it's a whole different thing. I've been lucky enough to train, and again, I've told this on a podcast a million times, but I've been training with Ray Stevens, silver medalist at the Olympics, blah blah blah. He put me on to Neil Adams. I did a podcast with, and
legend.
Neil was great. Yeah, so Neil at the end of it stuck a jacket on me, grabbed me, said threw me on my head. It was brilliant. But like the whole thing, I've been like, as I say, I've been lucky. Like I've been around judo guys that think, but the benefit for me of it is because like they're such a high level. It's not like I'm chasing their judo, if that makes sense. I've got the freedom to learn and stuff like that. But when you started judo, I believe you started judo before jiu-jitsu, didn't you?
Facts.
What's the thinking of jiu-jitsu? Was that just something that came after?
Well, obviously being a beginner in martial arts, I don't know the rules, so I done judo assuming it was just throws and that was it.
Right.
And then learn later on, there's groundwork, going to Maza.
You won't have all the lingo, mate. Don't worry about
that. Sorry.
Easy now. COVID.
So I didn't realize there was Niwaza. So I'm like, what's this ground stuff you guys are doing? I was so confused.
Right.
Luckily for me at the time, there was a guy who was a black belt in judo, but was also a purple belt in jiu-jitsu.
Right. Okay.
So give me tips on what to do and da. So that's when I kind of got introduced to it. And then maybe, I think like 2.5 months, it's where I started learning a bit of jiu-jitsu to help aid my judo groundwork.
Right.
And then from there, I was a mess for like a whole year. Until at the end of the year, we got an idea what to do. So it's kind of been together. So it's going to be a bit of time.
What belt are you in judo now?
It's my blue belt.
But that's higher in judo, isn't it? Like blue belt in jiu-jitsu is the first belt. Like that's one below brown, right?
Technically speaking, yes. But if you know judo how I know judo, it's not a high level.
Right, okay.
If I go to comp right now, and I'm not being big-headed, I'll probably win.
Really?
It's not high level.
Right. Well, I'll tell you what I've found with judo, like starting, I'm probably 5-6 months in, maybe at this point, maybe not even that, but whatever. But like the groundwork side of things is like, they go into your wheelhouse. Like obviously, I've got a white belt on, right?
Yeah.
I'm in my judo, but like the groundwork when they do it, there's obviously a lot of similarities, but even the higher grades, it's not their speciality, right?
Nah.
So if you're on the ground with a high level jiu-jitsu guy, you feel the difference, don't you?
100%.
But that's what I was very conscious of in starting judo. I wanted to learn judo for the throws, right?
Yeah.
And like the actual judo of it, if you like. So I'm very conscious of trying to do their judo with them. Do you see where I'm coming from? Rather than just like, okay, cool, let's go to the ground and I'll do my old tricks, because to me that defeats the object of it. You see where I'm coming from?
100%. But I think it's also that for me personally, what I learned was it's not about the throws per se, it's about the grips, kimakata. If you know how to grip, that's basically 90% of your judo done already. So once you get the rhythm of that and your footwork, you're good. It's like
And the
boxing.
off-balance, it's Kazushi, seeing as we're throwing around terms like it's going
Okay,
out of fashion.
look, I know. Ooh, look. Ooh.
Seeing as we're still like, we're puffing our chest out with our Japanese terms. But
Someone's got greatest thing, someone's got greatest. Look, I know these words. I know whatever line, right?
I know that one.
One of them's going to be tie your belt. You'll be like, hey, I can do that.
Yoko Kemi. Yes, I got this one. Yes. Leave it to me, coach. Leave it to me.
He's like, I know Japanese now. Look at me.
Well, I'll tell you what I've been pulled on a bit in judo as well in a couple of classes is like grabbing behind and sort of not choking but front headlocking. And whoa, that's not allowed apparently. Which which is good. I like
triangle as well. Triangle's the same thing. You can't pull the back of the head.
You can't pull the back of the head. Is that right? I didn't know that one. Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
So if you do triangle, it's like literally just the pel. You grab the back of the head. It's the referee will stop it and then you got to restart again.
That's interesting. Okay, yeah, because I'm enjoying it. Is the reality of it, but like there are when there's restrictions on things, like for people who don't know, you can't grab the legs in judo from the feet. You can on the ground, like you can in jiu-jitsu. But when you do these things and you take them away, like I'm very wrestling style wise, right, in terms of my jiu-jitsu. So like for me to switch off and not get the legs and also not bend over at the waist is quite hard for me. So I'm enjoying the process and stuff like that. But you come from it the other way around. You started judo first. Is judo black belt on your sort of radar? Is that something you want one day?
Yeah, 100%. I was meant to get. I was discussing with my teacher whether to get my brown belt at the end of last year. And they were having a discussion, and he was saying that I can't spend longer than a year at brown belt, as a club philosophy. So I was like, cool. So let me just chill for a bit because I knew.
Oh, I thought it was going differently. I thought it was like, can I get a brown belt? He was like, don't be stupid. Sit down, back in line.
So I had a feeling that I wasn't going to be able to handle doing a year of judo consistently, so I thought let me just leave it for now.
Why is that though? Because you're very much we're messing about, but you are a big time martial artist, aren't
you? The niggles. So I need to put in the work of doing practicing and also studying, and then me being me, I help but compete as well. So for me, competition is a big part of my learning, just generally speaking. So if I can't do any of those things, I won't be motivated to kind of do it. So I just said, let me just chill for a bit, and then let me just focus on jiu-jitsu, and then just go from there.
Because for anyone again who doesn't know, you're a brown belt in jiu-jitsu as well. Like you're so double black belt is pretty good, right? You got to get them two black belt. I'll be honest with you, I'm quite liking the idea of having a karate black belt as well to do like the triple crown, like black belt. Do you know what I'm saying?
That'd be quite sick.
But maybe that's for another podcast. Kokushinkai. I'll just throw it out there. I'm not saying no more, but look out for that orange belt coming soon. Anyway, from going forward now, like competition wise, as I said, I've seen you a lot on the Instagram recently, competing a lot. Is that as consistent as it seems to me, or
it is. I've had 6 comps for the beginning of May now. So look, I've had 6 comps
this year.
Already. So started with the Europeans.
Because that's last time I see you was before that, wasn't it? We was in the studio with Paddy Cake and
Ade,
of course, and they went out there in different divisions to you. Did you do masters?
Yeah, masters.
Yeah, you did masters too. Masters. Oh Jesus Christ! Yeah, you're old, weren't you? Jesus Christ! But how was the experience like that?
It was good. It's something that I needed. I've put it off for such a long time of not doing Europeans or any majors at all.
Why?
Bro, I think it's just like fear. It's really just been like a fear thing to be honest. And then once I had the courage to go and do it, I felt better about it. Getting the bronze, I was like, cool. I know I'm kind of where I'm at. And then from there, I decided to compete more internationally. So after Lisboa, went to the Nuremberg, then Stockholm, and then recently Torino.
Oh, so you have been all over, proper. Mate, you better get the studio up and running, right? We want the first class treatment. If I'm coming with you, I want a first class seat, mate. All right, coming. You know what I mean? I ain't covering it. It's not for me.
Yeah.
It's not for me. But like with the competitions now, as you said, you're 6 deep, and we're what a third of the way through the year. Sorry, a third of the way through the year.
Yeah.
But if you go forward now, have you got a set number of comps this year you want to get through?
I want to get at least 12 done.
Right, that's
But
what
if
I'm
I can
getting.
get like 15 or 18,
Right.
then that's the spot I'm
And what are you thinking about an upgrading belt this year? Is that on the radar?
Not at all. Not
No.
even close. Not
No.
even close. This year going internationally I want to get an idea of some of the level in Europe and Scandinavia, and it's high, man. It's
Is it?
high.
Is it high level abroad? But I tell you what I've experienced when I haven't competed abroad much. I like having a blue belt and whatever. But I've like wherever I go, I like to train and stuff like that. And when I've trained at certain spots, I feel like you go to certain spots and you feel like, yeah, the level's okay, but it's not like it is at home. And then suddenly you go to another, like I was in Berlin, shout out MMA Berlin. I trained there. I did a session with Benny over there. And I've got some friends in Munich and stuff, and I reached out to them and said, like, I'm in Berlin. Where shall I go? And 5 of them all bounced back. Go see Benny. Go see Benny. Go see Benny.
Yeah.
So MMA in Munich, go and see it. But he's I did a session with him, and it was like level is like proper, right? And you find these and it sounds a bit silly now because it's a big city, right? But I don't know. I don't know if we get that assumption that outside of our little space, it's like America and Brazil and things like that. But you do go to these places, don't you? And it's like the level. Why is that? Do you think is there just a flaw in our thinking, or is it like jiu-jitsu big everywhere?
I think it is. I think people think that because it's not in a certain spot, as you just said, I levels can't be that. But then who won it? What's his name? Adam Wazinski?
Yeah.
But recently, that shows you that now European how high the levels now getting to be in our own backyard. So I think again, the internet, jiu-jitsu is no longer a secret. It's
Right.
look how fast things be moving around information. Wise now if you've got a gym, so people who are some good level people around you, you can now then practice these things and then put it to test. There was a guy from, I believe he's from India, who beat PJ Arch in the ACTC trials. He was like a no one, right, so to speak.
So calling him out on the podcast, is that what's going on now?
Not
is that what you come on the Squeeze the Neck for? I'm calling out the Indian that beat PJ.
Not at all. But it shows you just how much information is going around the world and how it's no longer a secret. It's out there now.
I think the game's changing too as well. It's not so sort of like set in its ways like it used to be. Like back when we would have started, it was a bit more not set in its ways might not be, but I think you understand where I'm coming from, right? It was a bit more do it this way, this step, that one, armbar this, blah blah blah. Whereas now it's so big. Like we've all seen the 18-year-old kid that's been on the mat 10 years who comes in doing flying stuff and whatever, which changes the game. Gets and money as well, right? Like the competitions are money now. So like wrestlers and judokas and all that business are coming in as well. But when you go to these competitions, have you got like competitions in mind you want to win, or is it more about learning and just competing a lot for you?
For me, there was a couple I had in mind. A random couple were like deliberate. So Europeans was deliberate. Torino was HAP, so that was deliberate.
AJ, what is that? I'm not too clued up on the.
That's like think of it as another my days. Version of like IBJJF essentially.
Okay.
So guys, so like literally, so they will have like the world pros in Abu Dhabi and stuff like that. So they invest money into it for prize money. So if you come first, second, third, you get prize money. If you're a masters, I think one as well, you get prize money as well.
What sort of prize money are you talking about?
I can't remember to be honest with you.
Is it like substantial? Like you can.
It's decent.
Yeah.
It's decent, man. It's decent money.
Because that's the difference, right? If you can make sort of a living-ish till the next comp, that changes the game massively, doesn't it? You throw in a few sponsors and whatnot like that.
But to be fair, like UAE, like are known for investing in jiu-jitsu.
Right.
So a lot of the guys who are from Brazil will go to, because their academies and so on and so forth, they invest, so they don't mind doing that kind of stuff.
I got you. But like, obviously, you said you got niggles and stuff. But niggles aside, what sort of typical week of training look like for you nowadays?
For me, average is like 4 or 5 days a week. And then if I'm really focused, 6 or 7 days a week.
Really? Yeah. Once a day type, like, but serious session.
No, that's not a serious session. Like for me, I don't train hard. I just train consistently. So even when I don't really like go to classes, I kind of spar.
Yeah.
More or less. So my thing is when I go to sparring isn't to go spar hard and go red line, it's just to chill a little bit, just experiment a little
I
bit.
think I think that there's a lot
Mm.
to that. Like last time me and you was on a mat together was a GB
Mm.
top team, right?
Yeah,
Talk to a brother thing, and we had around then, and there was like a, don't get me wrong, we weren't just laying there doing like Wing Chun or anything, but we was we was, there is that element of like I can feel that sort of learning element with you. Do you know what I
of
mean? Whereas
course.
it's like some people just grab your arm and it's a bit like,
Try step it off, right? Yeah.
we just have it. We just having
Mm.
for the sake of it. But there is, and you're a big lump too. How much you weighing nowadays?
But 105, 106.
And you compete, so you don't have to worry about weight, right? You're over the top
I
limit.
just come in to be like, that's my name.
Mhm.
Sometimes someone asks me to go on the scales. I'm like, cool, fine.
Oh, well, that, yeah. What is the next weight division down? Under 100.
I mean, yeah.
And you could make that, couldn't you?
I could, bro.
Yeah.
I'm
But
just
you're not going to
I'm
make
lazy, man.
that. What is the weight divisions in most of the competitions? Under 100. What's the next one?
My 4.3 and then 88.5.
So you could go even lower if you really wanted to.
I
Couldn't you?
started out mid heavy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, but again, the answer's not always going down either, right? Because there's faster, aren't they? Do you know what I mean?
It's not. I don't really care about the speed, bro. For me, it's just the technical aspect of things. And I find that even if I was to lose weight, say like I went down to heavyweight, right? They're still gonna be strong. Your weight doesn't necessarily determine your strength.
No.
And I think that's something I think people kind of conflate. It can be, you can be way more and be stronger, but not necessarily. You could be like me, so a soft 105.
Is that what it is? You're soft 105.
Soft 105.
You shouldn't have said
bro.
that on here, mate. I'm going to use that forever.
Okay.
I'm using that forever on you. Jesus Christ. The soft 105.
You know what I mean?
But what's next, mate? What's the next comp coming?
British Open.
Which is when and where?
16th and 17th of May, which will be in commentary.
Oh, okay. So soon, like
man.
what's it, 2 weeks, right?
Yeah,
2
man.
weeks
Starting
tomorrow.
with that, it'd be Cracker City, man. So yeah.
Is it all right? We're up and about for that one. Is that gi, no gi?
That's gi.
Gi. Do you prefer gi? I've never seen
I
you
do
really
prefer-
no gi competing much. Have you?
Fergie. Do you know what? I posted when I went to Nuremberg. I done gi no gi. And
Right.
I won the no gi in Nuremberg.
And you didn't post that? Why?
I don't know. I just
What, like shame that you won the no gi one?
I did post that. I put by a gi one as my first carousel, and then my second was a no gi.
Why?
I like gi. I prefer
You're
gi.
an odd guy. You won the no gi and you put. What did you get in gi?
No, it's a lie. I put the no gi first.
And what did you get in gi?
I got third in absolutes.
That was good. It was a successful trip.
Yeah, man, it was fun. I beat. I think that was the first time I beat a black belt in comp. So it was
Right.
cool.
Okay. So it's good. It's good to go. But like, do you go away training and stuff too, or do you just go away for
If
the
I
comp?
can, I will.
You will.
I can. So the Stockholm, I went to Stark. Was it Stark Jiu Jitsu? Like they're like affiliation of Checkmat.
Okay.
The level there was crazy.
Was it really? Yeah.
Crazy, man. It was like the Friday. It was like I went there twice in a day. So the afternoon I went to do the no-gi. Chill numbers. Everyone was cool, calm. Went back there the later on that day to do the gi. It was like an open mat. Mats was filled. Black belts, brown belts, purple. Like a number of. It wasn't just like a little. It's like I've rarely have I seen it. Rarely have I ever seen it. So it was such a high level, and it's such a privilege to kind of to be around that again. So again, it let me know again the level of going through spaces, man. It's no joke.
Yeah. And why there though? What's specific about that place?
Bro, I go Google. I see what the star rating is.
Is that right? Yeah.
And I ran him this to see what it is. I messaged him, and then they were like, "Yeah, cool." Go through, and everyone was calm. It was such a everyone's been welcoming. There's none of this bravado, ego. It's very much just open, learning. Everyone's chill. I love that sort of atmosphere. It's cool. I like it, man.
I think that's more the world now, isn't it? Like touch wood. Like I've never run in. Like I've travelled all over the place training and different martial arts too, which ain't always as friendly sort of intros, not traditionally as jiu-jitsu as well. So when you go in some, but as I say, touch wood, I've never run in. You run into some divs that you look at and you go like, oh, you ain't my, I don't think we're ever going to be friends, but they're welcoming enough anyway. And I've never really, I can't say I've had a bad experience away. Do you know what I mean? Because I think like, I don't know whether it goes back to the internet stuff now, but again, I've mentioned it already. But like Benny in MMA, couldn't in MMA Munich, couldn't have been more welcoming. Do you know what I mean? Welcomed me. It was like it was a great place. So again, if you're in Munich, get out of there. But there's Germany's a good place to train. You train in Germany?
No, but I just competed there, unfortunately. I did want to train, but yeah, it is what it is.
But I like their like the close places in Europe too. Like I've got a trip hopefully coming up soon to do some kickboxing in Amsterdam, which I'm excited about. I think
Good, because they're the king of that, man. They're Rico Van Hoven.
Verhoeven, yeah. He's fighting
He's
Usyk soon, isn't he? Yeah.
Fine enough, we done the thing for that. We done the Ring magazine for that. Actually, we did.
Did you? What did you do?
We done the podcast.
Oh, you did? Yeah. Oh, sorry, we did. Yeah. We did. No, who did I do a podcast? I did a podcast.
No,
with
I mean the Myriad Studios.
Myriad Studios. Sorry, because I've done a podcast recently. I was like, yeah, no, it weren't you. Yeah, but yeah, you did it. You did the all the stuff for that. Yeah. What do you think about that fight? You into it or not?
Oh, I wasn't actually there. My team was there.
Yeah.
I was there for the corner bend though, which was interesting.
Was you? Okay. Thoughts on that one?
Um,
With everything
remember
that entailed.
before he fought, so we was in the so it was held in Stratford. So before we fought, we had interviews there, and you could tell that he was very tense. I think it's the weight cut and stuff because he was fighting at 160 before last year. So this time it's got to what 147, 150,
150. I think
150.
I
Okay,
might be wrong on that, slightly off, but it's somewhere around there.
but you can tell like he was focused, man. Like he was just he's
When
very
was this?
intense.
How close to it was it?
It's maybe like literally like I think it was 2 or 3 days before the fight. Yeah, I think 2 or 3 days before the fight. So yeah, it was do all those media stuff in it basically like that UFC, right? So you're weight cutting and you're not like gonna be like ultra friendly because obviously
Right. Well, I was at his weigh-in before that for the Eubank fight at York Hall, and he was obviously didn't have to worry about weight. Now it's a weigh-in, so he's a bit surly anyway, I would imagine. But like, yeah, he didn't seem like. I'm sure he wasn't struggling for the weight that day. Do you know what I mean? But when you got to cut weight off, you know yourself, you've done it back in the day, right? That's horrible. That's not a fun experience. But are you a boxing fan as well? Are you into that?
a little bit. I'm more of a casual viewer. I'm not really into it. Like, you know, I watch like your Bet Whitakers, you know, Dubois, AJ, Tyson, all those guys obviously. But and what's it, Atuma?
Yeah. Oh, Moses Atoma. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. New generation's looking mad. New generation's is looking crazy. If you think about that.
Yeah, he's a huge. He's more than a prospect, isn't he? Do you know what I mean?
But the only guy who had that kind of reminds me, that had that kind of thing when they were young was Tyson Fury. When he was coming up, really, it's a similar kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, Joshua was already sort of like an Olympic. The Olympic medal makes a difference, right? Because you're almost famous before you're a pro, right? Whereas when you come through, like Moses has, like in the boxing game, like people have heard of him, but because there was like this kid who was 15 years old sparring with pro heavyweights and all that business. But you hear stories sometimes, don't you? You hear like, oh, this guy knocked out such and such in the gym. So it's like it kind of is what it is. It doesn't carry as much weight, but now you see how he's doing as a pro, and yeah, I'm big on him. I think he's the real deal. I think he could go all the way, you know. Especially, I mean, they spoke about him fighting Usyk, didn't they?
Yeah.
And a part of me goes too soon too. But then I just go, am I just listening to other people say that? Like, why not? Right, roll the dice and see what happens. You know.
How do you judge it? Because again, I'm just a casual fan looking in. How does it really work? Because I will see obviously I would see a fight and I'll look at the comments. It's like, oh, he's a American. Give him something real. Like, who's real? What counts as real?
But to be honest, a lot of them people, I think they just don't know what they're talking about, or they just like want to say something nasty about someone online. You know, like listen, these people that are fighting at the top level or close to the top level, mid-tier sort of pros, below that even. If you watch them up close in the gym, I've said this before. If you watch like a Southern area champion in the gym, you'd go like, "Whoa, your opinion would change." Much less stand in front of him, let throw some punches at your head. Do you know what I mean? Whereas like you go up the levels, it's so far out of their understanding. It'd be like guys that never grappled a day in their life.
Yeah.
Watching ADCC. Yeah. Going, why don't you just grab him round the head? It's like, well, do you know what I mean? There's some, in as simple as that is, there is some truth in what they're saying, but they're not seeing the million reasons in between. Why? Because his leg might get this, his arm might get that. Do you know what I mean? Like there's steps in the way, so it seems obvious. Oh, just punch him in it. It is what it is, isn't it? Like everyone, like people will criticize the skills of people like Usyk. Yeah. Like at a certain point, it's just like, how much notice can you take? Do you know what I mean? Like you as someone, you box yourself or not? Nah. Right, but you casual fan, so perfect. So like if you watch like a top level boxing match, you can appreciate it, right? Not just because you've done other martial arts and whatever, but also because you're not just looking at it through like gritted teeth, wanting to hate somebody. I think that's a part of it. Do you know what I mean? But we can rant all day about that kind of stuff now, right?
That was interesting. It was just like Crawford and Canelo.
Yeah.
Which was an interesting one because obviously Crawford was going up a weight class. Yeah. What 2 weight classes was it?
Well, he's going up 2 weight classes from his last fight. His fight before that was the only fight he'd done there before coming up. So he'd gone up and up and up and up and up. So basically, I think his first world title was at lightweight. Yeah. Which is 161 kilos in kilos, 135 pounds. This was at 168 pounds or 76 kilos, right? Yeah. Big people. And listen, you know yourself from being around certain fight, like when you say someone you go 76 kilos, doesn't sound like people go, oh, that's not that big. Listen, if a top fighter's cutting to get that and really killing himself to make that weight, this is a big man. Do you know what I mean? I was around Carl Froch at a seminar, you know, a few months ago, whenever it was. Listen, man, there's no way that man's under 6'1". He's big. He probably weighs 95 kilos now. He's fit. He's lean. I know he's not fighting, but he's not cutting weight. Do you know what I'm saying? Like the point I'm making is
walk around weight, basically.
He's a big man. Do you know what I mean? He's cut to that weight. So like when people don't really appreciate what Terence Crawford did going up through the weights and whatnot to get there, but like that's a perfect example of what we're talking about, because people say, "Oh, Canelo was never that good. He's rubbish." Blah blah blah. It's like, mate, listen, undisputed champion, all that kind of stuff. He's lost the fight and he's no good. But what can you do?
Again, I think it's overreaction, man. It's like you said, don't appreciate it. They don't get what they want. It's like, oh, he was never that guy in the first place. I don't understand why people take away your credit for what you've done before. Like, I never gotten that.
I don't think it's
mindset.
even worth worrying about. Like, you know, you can get annoyed about all that stuff, but at a certain point, you know, like, if you're a grown man knocking someone who's done such a amount with his life, if you like, for lack of a better term, it's like, oh, is it even worth responding? Do you know what I mean? Like, cool, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, you put videos out on YouTube, right? Like, some of the videos I've put, people are criticizing things on this little channel, right? Like, for now, easy now. But like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, some people you can imagine, like, someone's got a millions like people watching them.
Yeah.
You're always going to get these divs that give you the like, oh, he's no good and whatever.
Yeah, facts.
Who cares?
Always.
Who cares? Do you know what I mean? But side note, you put me on boxing, thinking about that now. Like Floyd Mayweather's, I don't know if you know much about.
I heard about it. I heard about some stuff. Well, no, I don't watch it. What's
well, he's supposed to be having exhibitions, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's supposed to be fighting. I think one in Greece. Then he's supposed to be doing Tyson.
Yeah.
It's either in Saudi or the Middle East. I think I might be wrong on that. But Tyson and then Pacquiao later. Blah 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 blah. But there's something about his. I saw a story today on socials about. They've took his passport, so he can't travel. So they're off because he owes something.
IRS.
Something, right? It could be. Yeah.
Wow.
Which is
that is crazy, but it makes so much sense.
well, it's mad, isn't it? Because Mayweather, you think how much money he's made. I know everyone says this, and you're covering old ground, but it's yeah. What if he went broke? Could you imagine, like, for the amount he's done?
That's like worse than MC Hammer. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
But a part of me, like, there's two ways of looking at it, isn't it, right? With Floyd, like, he's coming up to 50. If he still loves to fight and he still loves to do it, my brain goes, that's great, because it's like, you know, you've done this all your life, you still want to do it, you still blah blah, having fun with it. But then the other side of it is the obvious, right? It's like, if you're 50 and you've still got to do this after everything you've done, it's just like
it's night and day, man.
I mean,
it's night and day.
Yeah. And how long can you get punched in the head for? You know
Luckily for him, though, he doesn't get punched in the head, which is
his only. Don't get punched in the head much, but he's still getting punched in the head, isn't he? And like, here's the thing. I think, like, as you get older, I don't think if you look after yourself, it doesn't seem like, because we've all been on the mats, and I know it's a little bit different when punches are coming in that, but as people get older, if they look after themselves, their output isn't that different. But if you're getting punched in the head, I think as you get older, you can't take as much.
No, for sure.
Right?
For
so,
sure.
like, listen, I think him and Mike Tyson have got a bit of needle anyway. Like, imagine if Mike Tyson cracks him with a sweet one and puts him out. Like, you know, I know Tyson's a lot older than him even, but it's different, isn't it? You know?
I think he's counting on that. If that's the case, he's counting on the fact that he'll be able to dodge his punches and just do what he does.
Yeah, I mean,
just counter punch. So.
Yeah, but he's a bit like Tyson's. It's a big difference in what size, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but then the gas tank as well.
Yeah, but we'll see. I'm a Tyson fan till the end. So if Tyson cracks him, like, hey.
And again, the legs. What do you have? The knee brace stuff with the last time we moved when he fought. Was it Jake Paul?
Yeah, but I mean, listen, if he weighs in, Tyson's probably going to weigh in somewhere close to 100 kilos. Yeah. Floyd's going to be what, max 70? I don't know if I like them chances for Floyd.
He's got the speed on him, man. So
I don't know, has he? And now I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a long
he's
time.
faster than Tyson, though. If it's going to from my age difference, what, he's 50 and Tyson's what, 57, 58, well, wherever it is.
Tyson closer to 60. I think Tyson's 60 this year.
So yeah, man, that's a decade. That's like me facing a Masters. Like, sorry, not a Masters, an adult.
You should go in adult. What's wrong with you going in Masters? you will not see me going in a Masters category. Disgusting. How dare you? Identify as a 25-year-old, bro. Get the wheels. How old are you?
I'm old. I am old.
I could have told you that. I was looking for a specific number.
Old, bro.
What, 43,
Masters 2.
43, 44.
That'd be a Masters 3.
44. 44?
That'd be Masters 3.
45. Give me a number.
Terrible. How do you jiu-jitsu not know master?
I ain't got no time for them masters category. They don't count.
Funny.
They don't count.
Do you compete though? Do you compete like jiu-jitsu?
Huh?
Do you compete in jiu-jitsu?
You'll never see me compete in a masters category. I'll tell you that much.
I would love to see you compete in adults. And they'd be like, I told you, Ollie.
Nah. You got no respect, bro.
I'm telling you, I told you, Ollie.
You got no respect.
I told you. Mate,
I'm still young. I don't feel none of that.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
How'd you feel? How'd you feel?
I feel chill, man.
But do you feel older? Do you feel like you need to go?
Put it this way. I'm not what I used to be.
See, I don't feel that. I don't feel old.
I don't have that same, what is it? I don't have that same need to prove myself in every session.
Yeah, I got that. But that could be described as wisdom. That doesn't mean you're old.
Whoa.
Now, there's a difference between having wisdom and just being old.
I
And
just
being
don't
like,
care
I
that
can't
much.
move my body anymore.
I don't care as much as I
Here's a
used
question
to.
for you. Serious question.
Mm.
Can you still do the things physically with your body that you used to be able to do?
I could do more.
Then why are you in the Masters category? This is my whole point. What are you in the Masters category for?
Bro, I like a chill lifestyle.
You're
I like a
disgrace.
chill lifestyle.
You know when you walk through the door, do you always check behind to make sure the door won't hit you up the arse? Are you one of them types? You're
Nah.
fucking disgrace. You are. You're a
I'm
disgrace.
just chill, man.
Well, anyway, I tell you what, I'll make a deal with you.
What's that?
Well, I don't know my side of the deal here, but I'll put out one side of the deal and I'll extend an olive branch, and you can tell me what you think. You go in an adult competition,
Right.
and that's it. That's the deal.
What about you?
Well, you tell me. You can fill in the other side. You can fill in the other side.
Bro, I want to see you compete on the same day I'm competing.
But we'll be at different times because I'll be in the adult and you'll be in master.
That's fine. I've got time for this. I will make time for this. If you do that London Open, right, and IBJJF next month, right, I'd be like, I will be there just to see.
Will you'd be supporting? You're like a banner and like, squeeze the neck.
The whole shebang, bro. The whole shebang.
Or we might have to talk off camera because that sounds interesting. You know what I mean? I want you in a t-shirt. No. I want you in a squeeze the neck t-shirt. I want you jumping up and down. I want you, go Ollie, all that. I want you on the firm.
I'll be like, Ollie, Ollie, Ollie.
Our old mate Padder Cake, you know how much I love to give Padder Cake stick.
Yeah.
He was saying, I think he's 28, and did he say he's 28?
Yes, yeah, he is.
And he was saying something in conversation, blah, 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 because when I can compete in Masters, my head nearly spun off. I said, what are you talking about? You're looking forward to... I mean, I don't know.
I get it, though. I get exactly what he's saying. Do you have it off? As Martin, do you compete?
Huh?
As Martin, do you compete?
No. I've never.
That's what I'm saying. When you go to these competitions, you have to. I can't explain. You have to experience it to understand why we're saying this.
Well, go on, do your best. Explain. Tell me something.
You're facing. All right. There are different mentalities in it when you come to competition. Yeah, you got people that don't care if they injure you. They don't care what they do. They what we call reckless abandonment for themselves and you. I'm not for that. Yeah, I got to go back to work on Monday, innit? So miss me with the reckless abandonment. I'm all right, thanks.
Well, what's that got to do with Masters and adult? Because
Masters are a lot more chill in comparison to adults who, I'm not saying they don't have a job, but I'm just saying that they, again, for whatever reason, they feel that they need to do a madness in order to, for whatever reason. Whereas Masters, there's like an unspoken agreement. I want to go to work. You want to go to work. Let's keep it in the box.
So what does that mean? You're like high-fiving each other and like,
no,
you
this means just don't go beyond this boundary to go to recklessness. Okay, that's what it is.
Here's a question for you. Is there a big difference between adult and Masters?
I've seen it, yes.
What about, okay, another question for you. And it's a genuine question. I don't, yeah. Between Master 1 and Master 2, is there a drop-off?
Yeah. But I would say more for the ones that just turn Master, like that 30, 31. That I've seen it. Like, because they're
looking for an easier match now. Is that?
Yeah, and they still got the same kind of vigor.
That's what I'm getting at. They come into Masters and like, right, lucky.
So that's why Padder Cake's saying, when I get to Master, because he knows Master's going to be a lot more chill.
So what are you saying? Are you calling Padder Cake a coward? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying that. That's what you said.
That's what you said. I'm asking a question.
I'm not saying that. So that's what you said. Don't try and put me in your mess.
Because before the podcast started, you say, if I see Padder Cake, you know what I mean? You did like a kung fu chop.
Why would I say that? That's crazy. That's true.
You said it's on site. Started stomping your feet about. I was like, I don't know.
You're not stirring, man. You look at all the spoons there. You should, yeah.
Because I tell you what, like I've not like the reason I asked this, and I've always gone like about the mask, like, oh, what were you like? I haven't felt. I'm 21, by the way, just in case anyone wondered. But it's like I don't feel any age yet. Now, touch wood. I'm not saying that to be like, oh, look at me. Like, listen, I'm boring. All I do is train, and I don't drink, and I go to bed early. Right? Don't get me wrong. Like I'm thinking, but it's like I don't feel any drop off. Touch wood. Again, listen. Of course, it will come. But I'm like, why would you compete in an easy, like what's perceived an easier category? To me, it's like you're only doing that. Listen, don't get me wrong. Listen, if you're older and you feel older and your body slows down and you go, that I get. But like talking to you, looking at you, training with you, I don't think that's the case. I just go, why would you compete in that one? Why not go and get the proper one? Do you see where I'm coming from? I'm not saying I'm right, but that's like a part of my brain goes.
Cool. Also, let me put this in the thing as well. Two things. Number one, you are what I'd put in the 1% of people who are like that.
Okay.
Generally speaking, for people who I train, again, not just here in the UK, but all around the world, you are a rarity. You're not. You're the exception to the rule.
Because people's lifestyles change, you think?
100%.
If you're, again, like other people like me, they've got 3 kids, they've got a job, they train 3 days a week.
exactly.
Right.
So that's what makes it different. So if
I
you face an
understand.
adult, right, for example, more than likely, they're in a similar position that you're in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay.
But for them, they have real legit belief, depending on who, again, who they are. Do you know Highlander?
Yeah. What's the name? What's the real name?
Michael Highlander. Highlander is his surname. But
Oh, no, sorry, I'm thinking of someone else. I'm thinking of...
But he's a Brazilian guy, but he was at Apex, but now he's at Luton.
Okay.
Like, this guy is, like, amazing. You talk about guy doing flying arm bars, triangles, all that stuff. That's him. That's literally
what sort of
him.
size is he, this man?
Like, bro, he's like, we're like similar heights. He fights at, I think, medium heavy.
Oh, so he's a big guy. Yeah. Okay.
But like, he cuts down. Like, he's like, bro, he could easily fight, let's say, a heavyweight or.
He's a big man, is what I'm
But
saying.
because he obviously fights adults, he's like 20, I think he is, if I'm correct. And he's like breaking through that professional level right now. I remember when I first fought him, I got folded within about 30 seconds, bro.
Right, okay.
If that.
Okay.
That's what I have to face at these days.
On the podcast just to talk about that. If nothing else. If nothing else, I want to hear that story.
That's what I'll be facing.
Yeah,
like, that's what the thing is. I'm like, I'm not on that mindset. So for me to be in that mindset, I need to be crazy, like obsessed.
Yeah.
Training every day, twice a day, like discipline to the max. For me to even have a chance to even compete.
Yeah, no, I hear that. I guess where my brain goes a little bit as well is the ages they're at. When I hear a category of like over 30s masters, I go, mate, you're not even hitting your prime yet. Do you know what I mean? Like, why are you in the old man? I know it's not the old man category, but you get where I'm coming from. Like, it's a bit like, why are you doing that one for? Why don't you go? But anyway, side note, the reason, and again, I'm not against it by any means. I have fun, right? But it's like, I feel like there's points of it to train as well, because I've had people, I've had other people as well. Like some of the guys I know from boxing back in the day, really boxed at a really high level. They've done a bit of jiu-jitsu, they're white belts, whatever now, and they're doing a few little comps and things like that. And they're like, their mindset on it was like, why would you go to master category? You know, like pussy, basically. You know, whatever. But I see it from a point of view of like, if you're training for something, I think you could use it as more reps. Do you see where I'm coming from? Like, if you turn up to a thing, now it might be an easier match, and that's fine, because that competition in itself ain't the goal. Do you get where I'm coming from on that? And then like later on, you're preparing and stuff like that. But like, I don't know. Everyone's got their own opinion, don't they? Do you know what I mean? I see some people celebrating some questionable medals, and I go, all right, bro. Hey. I ain't
complaining.
Hey.
I'm here complaining, bro. I would. But I think that, again, that's why I get again with the whole judo thing. I've seen it before about me being a blue belt. It's not high level, because when you start, again, if you don't even have to compete, let's go to some of these comps, right? That are, because it's like white to orange is one category, green and blue are the others.
Really? Because for anyone who doesn't know, white, red, yellow, orange. It's quite a big band, right? It's quite like, in terms of experience. Like from the sparring I've done, I can't really tell a difference on the ground, because their level of, like, compared to higher level jiu-jitsu guys is not the same. That's not a knock, but on the feet, the difference between a white/red belt, because it's essentially, there's not a lot of difference, to an orange belt that I've moved around, the things they do on the feet, the way they move, is a massive difference from my experience. From you, the other end, you've done judo longer, it might not be as massive, but do you know what I'm saying? When you come in, and especially like I said to you before, where I'm going in there to do judo. Do you see what I mean? When you start playing their game and things, some of these guys, they hit this little move and step that way, but you know, when you go, I'm a double leg you in a minute, boy. I'm a double leg you. No, but jokes aside, it's like yeah, that's a big. But anyway, I cut you off. But that's no joke. That's a big sort of difference in competition, isn't it?
So they banded together. So they band whites, orange together, and they band green and blue together, and then they band browns and black together.
Do they? Okay, I'm surprised they do brown and black together, because you have to
remember the grading is not. But to give you context, the gradings in judo is a lot different to jiu-jitsu. So in judo, you typically grade every 2 to 3 months. Hence why the white or orange is so close. Hence why the green, and then so on and so forth. It's because of that reason. So technically speaking, you can get your black belt in judo in about 3 years.
Right. Okay.
So it's not high level. So think of it as if you were a 2-stripe white belt facing a 4-stripe white belt kind of vibe. If that makes
I
sense.
got cool. Yeah, so yeah, it's like stripes and stuff. But they you have to fight for your black belt, don't you? In judo?
Yes, you do, and
So
then plus
that's why I said I'm surprised about the brown and black belt. They're banding together because you
because
could
the brown belt needs to fight the black belt in order to get the black belt. So you need to beat a black belt to get the black belt.
Okay, but you can do it in a line out too. I've heard.
Yes,
right?
you can.
So
do
you
it,
can turn up in the dojo on a great
do 5 like 5.
Ip on 5 of them, and you're away, and you're a black belt now.
You got
50. Cool.
No, it's 10. You need to get 10. It's like funny. You need to beat 10 black belts.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, but yeah, okay. So you can, and then you're. That's cool. I like that. I do like that because it's like effectiveness, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Because if you're a black belt in jiu-jitsu, it's prestigious. It takes a long time to get to, doesn't it? But other martial arts, no names, of course. But there's well, maybe we'll name some. We'll have a martial arts off. What am I talking about? We will definitely name some. I bet we won't name some. But like some of them have got black belts, and you go, that's cool, right? But like the judo one, I don't think people have got enough respect for judo. Is what I'm trying to say. Like judo, to me, like that's some of these top judo guys. That's no joke, man.
There's not, but that's what I'm saying. The level of the judo is so wide. Right. So you can have it's like having a good. I hate saying this, but it's like having an okay blue belt and a really, really good blue belt. Right. It's the level is like that. There is no.
I think black belt and up. I don't know. It's still black belt, but black belt onwards, there can be a big difference in judo from what I've seen in my limited experience.
Not for I see, but I'm not being big-headed here. The black belts are full and they don't give me no issues.
But that's what I'm getting at. Like black belts and then black belts that are really good black belts. Yeah. That level, there's a big difference. That's what I meant. When I've done, and not so much on the feet, I haven't done a lot of sparring with judo black belts on the feet. I've moved around with some and they've helped me and helped me, right, basically. But then like when I've been on the floor with certain black belts, I'm like, you're nowhere near a black belt level in jiu-jitsu at all. You're like more closer to blue. But then another black belt, you go, I'm in trouble here. Do you know what I mean? It's vast. And I feel like because you have to fight for that belt, it's probably different in terms of once you get there, that's when the level really starts to show. Does that make sense? 100%. Because it's almost like, and it's not the same, but like, when you touched on it there, it's like blue belts. There's blue belts and there's blue belts, and they're like, because you're at blue belt. I don't know about you. I was at blue belt for over 5.5 years or something like that. Like, forget how good I weren't or I was or weren't. Like, in 5 years of consistent training, unless I'm a complete dummy, which I might be, you're going to improve an awful lot. And I'm the same belt. Do you see what I mean? And I feel like it's almost like 3 belts, not even 2. Some people say it's 2 belts of blue belt, don't they? Like in one, but for me, it's almost like 3. Like, I'll make Padicate. Like, put him against someone who got their blue belt last week. Like, they're worlds apart, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? We'll cut this bit out because I don't want him hearing this. Like, he's you get no compliments on
that was really funny enough, ironically enough, though, that's how I thought it would have been at purple belt.
Really? Okay.
Because traditionally speaking, I don't know how it is now, but before you'd have spent a lot of time at purple belt.
Right, okay.
About 4 or 5 years at purple belt to really refine. Because remember, before you have, typically again, before you'd be 1 year or 1.5 years a white, maybe 2 at blue, and then they would kind of hold you at purple for a good 3 or 4 years.
Is that right? Okay.
And then it would be like you're brown in maybe 1 year, 2 years, and then you get your black belt.
Yeah, I got you. That it makes sense because my longer term was a blue belt and I was a purple belt way less. But it's I guess it's funny because blue belt, and we also know people as well that have been doing jiu-jitsu for 10 years, and they're just get their blue belt because when they started jiu-jitsu they happened to be 6.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
That's the game. So that's just the game.
I had a guy. He was in class this morning. I was teaching no gi in Brixton, and he was 18, been doing jiu-jitsu. I don't know what belt he was, but he was 18, and he's. I'm watching him move, and I said to him, like, "I've never seen you before. How long have you been training? 10 years." I'm like, "Cool."
Makes sense.
You're 18, but you've been training for 10 years. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, that's what you get, innit? You know what I mean? And you go to some other gyms and like, other martial arts, and like with these systems and belts. But to me, listen, if you go to a good kickboxing gym, you go to a good boxing gym. And when I say good, I just mean a competitive one. Yeah, competitive kickboxing gym, boxing gym, wrestling club.
Yeah.
That don't have belts is why I'm saying them specifically is like there's levels in there, isn't there? Do you know what I mean? You can go through it. Whereas like you go into jiu-jitsu, it's more sort of cut and dry because you've got the belts on, but there's nuance in that too. But if you've got a purple belt up, I feel like you've got a pretty good handle on what they are, haven't you? Do you know what I mean? If you see someone on the mat that's got a purple belt, within reason, you know, roughly. It's not as wide as blue belts. What I'm trying to say. You could there is difference, right? Purple belts, you can like a new purple belt versus someone who's borderline about to get their brand, of course, and competes a lot younger. Blah 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 blah. But you got a pretty good idea, innit? Do you know what I mean? Whereas judo, you're saying it's a bit more.
It's a bit more varied. Because again, you can get because of the speed of how you can grade. It's not the grading is based on your knowledge, not actual necessarily technical ability.
Before black belt, you're talking about.
Yeah.
Right.
So you just knowing these moves, performing them to a decent degree. Here's your belt.
Okay.
So again, because you've got to pay to grade as well. I think it's like £20 now, whatever it is. Then pay to grade too.
Okay.
So I'm not saying. I'm just calling out what it is. I'm just being objective here, right? Yeah. So this is what it is. So hence why I'm saying what I'm saying. I'm not saying it based on whatever. I'm just saying it based on what I've observed. It's this. It's this. It's this. It's this. I've been to classes. I've been to competitions, and I'm like,
right, okay.
And I'm questioning and got a lot of stuff. How did you get a belt? Who gave you a belt? How was you allowed to grade onto your belt?
Right.
People say I've been my belt for too long, for example. Which technically speaking is right.
How long have you been a blue belt in judo?
Like a year or something. I don't know.
And that's traditionally too long, is it?
I've been like 10 years. 10 years.
Judo. So you should be a black belt.
Ages ago. I should have been a black belt like before COVID, if that makes sense.
So why are you not? Why are you sort of hanging about?
Inconsistent. I don't train judo a lot.
But that's what I'm saying. Why don't you go right? I mean,
because I'm just focused on Jiu Jitsu. Like I prefer judo for me is how do I put this? I don't find it as fun in comparison to Jiu Jitsu.
Really, that's interesting. Okay.
It has its place. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate it, and it's really, really, really good. I just don't trust to spar with certain people because, again, recklessness, standing still from being on the ground. Like people throw you, what they do, execute, all that kind of fun, all that stuff. It puts me in a place where I don't trust you to put my safety above your ego.
It could be way more dangerous, can't it? It can go really wrong quick as well. If someone and it ain't even got to be a throw, is it? They can twist into your knee, all kinds of things.
All that nonsense.
Big lump as well. Yeah, I had a sparrer. I won't say where or what or anything like that. It's not important. But he was obviously much higher grade in judo than me, and he started. The round went. There was only 3-minute rounds, but he went. And you know when he was like going like sprint pace. I've grappled before, so even though I'm not judo specific, a part of me is going, he's dead here. He's working too hard. Why is he going so crazy? I don't know whether it's because he's looked at my ears or whatever. Do you know what I mean? And he knows I grappled before and he wants to sort of make a point, whatever. But when I say gassed after be kind and say a minute, gassed ain't the word. Like he was dead. I thought he was having a heart attack. He couldn't stand up. Like the whole. Do you know what I mean? It was like a weird. Like I don't know why he went so hard. But then I'm going like, do I try and get my Uchi something off on him here or what?
Private time.
But here's the point. I grabbed his lapels and he basically sort of like didn't quite collapse, but pretty collapsed to his knees, right? I need a minute. And I just thought it was quite strange. I thought it was quite, the reason I say that is why I thought it was quite strange is because
what belt was he, by the way? Just to...
brown.
Yeah, that's Shido. That's nonsense.
But this is why I think it was strange to me because I go like if that happened in Jiu Jitsu, if I went in with my funny ears in a white belt, a genuine white belt, just got them from something else for whatever reason, a brown belt's not going to do that for one, and also it's like if they did do that, they're going to tap you. They're not going to gas and hit a wall. Yeah, I found it strange. Anyway, but it was a strange experience. But I've also had experiences with.
So was it the same size as you? Smaller than you? Bigger than you?
Bigger. Like sorry,
weird.
When I say bigger, he's probably about the same size as me, but
weighed
20
more.
odd kilos heavier.
Yeah,
not good weight, right? Not healthy weight, right? He's just extra. But he's nice fella as well. Not a digger, but it was just strange. But I've also had the experience, as I said to you before, an orange belt who's definitely not as heavy as me, but flows and plays the game. And you know when you go, this guy's got it. Like watch your light step over there. In case I step the wrong way, he's gonna flip you over. You see what I mean? Right. So it is a bit scary. But yeah, I've not experienced any sort of. I mean, you say to compete a lot more. I've not experienced any black belts in judo where I go strange. They've all been like. I've been lucky enough to experience different level of black belt in terms of like you can feel the big difference between certain ones and others, but they've all felt like they're the real deal, if that makes sense. We trained at a judo thing, didn't we? With Lee?
Yeah.
Nine.
Yeah.
I'm pronouncing her name wrong. Sorry, Lee. If this finds you. But that was my first sort of, other than you get a judo guy on the mats and you spar in jiu-jitsu. That was my first real sort of like judo thing. I thought that was great, man. Like, what was your experience? Because you was blue belt probably at the time already, weren't you?
Yeah.
So, like, what was your experience of that? Like, as a
Oh,
seminar?
it was good because again, she adapted it to jiu-jitsu, which is really, really good. Because some of that typical that throw she would have shown, I can't recall it. My days, I'm terrible. But that would be like a typical thing not to do in jiu-jitsu.
Really?
Well, because she adapted it, as you saw, I was like, yeah, it's really good. You can tell someone's paying attention. You can tell someone's adapted to what they're doing. And I find that you were talking about a lot about the groundwork in it with judo. Judo's rhythm on the ground is very, very different to the rhythm on the ground of jiu-jitsu.
Because for people that don't know as well, hold downs is a thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think it's 20 seconds nowadays, right? It
Depends. If you've got like a nippon, sorry, not nippon, sorry, a wazari, it's shorter. Yeah. But if you've got no points, there's like a longer pin.
And so, 2 wazaris is a finish, isn't it?
Yeah.
So ippon's a complete finish straight away, blah, blah, blah. I know all the terms. Watch yourself. But yeah, easy now. There is not...
What's the yuko? What's the yuko? Oh, you don't know that one, does he? Oh.
Put me on the spot.
You don't know that, does he? Oh.
Tell me.
Nah, because like basically for your ass. They give you a point. Like,
okay. You made that one up, man. You're making up terms now, bro.
Sure,
listen,
coach, man.
That sounded more Spanish than anything.
That's the coach.
Okay. So this is we're exchanging techniques. This will be great. Comment below who does better. Toqueta.
Don't know that one.
Oh,
I don't know that. I'm not gonna look like I said to you. Oh no.
Osai-komi.
Yeah, pin.
It holds on, right? You got to move. Toqueta is broken.
I was done. Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
I put time together because I've got such an understanding. No, but here's the thing for you, because I've come around for this in the last probably more than that, probably a couple of years now. But seminars in all various different types of martial arts. I really love a seminar now. I do as many seminars as possible. We spoke before, didn't we, about the seminar I'm going to, blah blah. Seminar tomorrow as well, wrestling one, blah blah. I feel like difference in maybe it's because I've been doing it longer, so I can appreciate things more. But I think it's different now. Like when I started doing more grappling, like first of all, when I was boxing, seminars, to my knowledge, with a boxer wasn't a thing. They are now, but at the time it was like, we're talking about, unheard of. When you do jiu-jitsu, there's a lot of seminars, right? But I find the seminar quality, and I've actually done a seminar with someone about 10 years apart, and the difference was massive too there, blah, blah. But like, I feel like seminars back in the day used to be really boring. They used to be like almost like a lecture. And you'd do the same technique. Everything would be a little bit different, and you'd beat it to death. And you'd be looking at the clock. For me, not everyone. For me, I'd be looking at the clock. When can we get out of it? I feel like seminars have changed now. And I, to be honest with you, I can't get enough of seminars. They're very sort of, I feel like they've cut the fat off the bone. Do you see where I'm coming from?
But I don't really go to seminars too much.
You done right, okay. You done me there, then. Yeah.
I've only been to like the one they went to, like the judo one, and then and a couple of random ones. I like them, but I'm not really the biggest fan of them. I just like doing them at times.
Who have you done like seminar wise?
No one knows that. No one knows.
Really? Okay, right.
It's just
like your mate in his garage or something. He's telling you he's doing a seminar. And you showed up. Your blue belt mate's putting on a seminar. You've gone, yeah, I'll come.
Exactly, man. You know the deal. You know the deal, bro.
We got to get Paddock to put on a seminar. We'll all show up for him.
He read it, man. He be there for it. He be there for it, man.
I'll tell you what, I think I might have spoken to you before about this. Was a Ryan Hall one. Did I tell you about this?
No, when was this?
Maybe 6 months ago.
That would have been... Did he do a 50-50?
He was, mate, first of all, it was ridiculous. It was great. Like one of the best. It was supposed to be 2 hours long.
Yeah.
About 4.5 hours in the end. Like, and
he
by the way,
must have been nodding out, man. He must have been going in.
I would have stayed there for another 2 hours if he was going. He was brilliant. I can't say that. If you ever get a chance to do a Ryan Hall seminar, and brilliant guy too.
Yeah.
And he's just like you like he's not a physically imposing guy, smaller than me all over, blah blah blah. But like when he demonstrates things, you see it, and you're almost like, you know it works because who he is and what the level he's at. But some of the stuff, you know, when someone's at such a high level and they're using such little effort, you look at it and you go, can't, surely. So he did a thing with me when you're on his back island, like crucifix from behind, Kimura trap on one side, I believe it was. And the way he taught to flow out of it, and it was amazing. But more than what he was teaching, because listen, anyone can teach techniques, right, to a degree. But it was like his mindset, the way he'd break things down, the way he'd talk about things, the way he'd simplify it. Amazing seminar. It was one because where it was so long, I guess people got to go work and stuff after, right? So the mat was thinning out. The mat was going from like a packed mat to like at the end. I mean, I might be exaggerating a little bit, but there's probably only about 20 people left.
Still good though. That's
busy. Good. But really, like he was one of the ones you know. But I think, but some of them creep up on you. Bro, do you know Caroline Wester, the wrestling coach? She's taught like Khabib, Jorge Masvidal, all kinds.
Really good.
Brilliant. I'm going out to train with her in the States, by the way. So Caroline, if this finds you, can't wait, coach. Told her I was 21 and I think she believed me. But anyway, side note.
She believed you. God damn.
I think she believed me.
She believed you.
I mean, I think she believed I was within 20 years of it. I don't know. But that was amazing. Like teaching your body how to move, simple things. And it's not, but anyway, side note, like the seminars, I feel like that way of teaching can have a thing because here's the thing too, and I've caught myself with this teaching. You teach a lot, right? Like in terms of how
I do privates.
you do privates, right? So you know what I'm talking about, right? I feel like you can try and teach too much. You don't teach enough. You do this. You just teach generally. What I've started doing is like having like a month where I work on something very simple of like keep him stuck. I said to my guys this morning, right, month of May. I won't say exactly the words I said, fill in the gaps. When I teach, I've got a particular style. But they, I was like, right, we're going to work on the whole month. We're going to be holding people down and the reverse of that of getting up. And I feel like for me, maybe it's just a simple brain. I don't know. But I feel like when I do that, that's when the sort of creative stuff can come into it. Do you know what I mean? Do you find that when you teach?
100%. I try to keep things simplified. So I'll go from privates and talk about class and go from privates first. When I do privates, obviously I do from the level from where they are at that person at that moment. So meaning if a person likes to side control or mount, that's where we're going to start from. And then there's some of the issues that they find in those positions. And then I go say to them, try this A, B, and see how that feels for you. And they go, oh, because the detail that they often are focusing on is the wrong detail, they're worried about the wrong thing. Once you correct it or give a suggestion, then I say to them, just try this for like a week or two. Don't worry about failing because you're going to fail anyway. Just keep doing it against different body types and see what happens. And then you find that they progress gradually because they're then able to then use their jiu-jitsu brain and adapt it to their style. I'm giving you this guidance. You've then got to dial it in for yourself. It's just like it's like a pre-know like when you do like a wardrobe or whatever. You've got the screws, the holes already made. You got to do the rest of it. It's down to you.
IKEA, like a flat.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Fix it.
Yeah, you do it yourself.
But have you ever trained anyone from like a different martial art that's come to you wants to learn? We call it grappling.
Not that I know of. Not that I'm aware of.
Here's an interesting one I had. I trained an Aikido black belt, right?
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like Aikido, like, don't get me wrong. When I heard Aikido, I went,
that's good. But anyway, Karen, but yeah.
Yeah, but listen, he's really good to work with because he's come because of that. And I think he said something like 95% of his Aikido wouldn't work, blah, 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 which is like cool. But in some ways, the reason I say it, in some ways it's easy, some ways it's harder because obviously they've got set patterns. They do certain things that are different. I won't say wrong, but you know what I'm saying? They're a bit different because they've ingrained it for so long.
100%.
But at the same time, they've got the mindset of like, they're willing to learn. It's a strange one, but that was a curveball for me. Like when you got someone, because they do things sometimes that's so wrong, so crazy. But you know, when you almost go like, oh, it's so mad, it might work on a certain level because it's so wrong. Do you see where I'm coming from? Because here's another thing too. I feel like people should never lose that, like the beginner spaz, if you like, because I think an element of that should always stay forever. Now, I know some top guys might say, no, you should all blah, blah, blah. But I feel like there's a little bit of, if I'm covering your face, for example, there should be an element of get it off, right? Obviously, it's going to be more technical number. But also, like, I think it's Craig Jones who's got a DVD and an instructional of just stand up.
I've heard of it. If he has, that's wild.
I believe in that. Like, sometimes, like, I was told by a coach once, really, really high-level guy, and he was telling me about, like, that's your North Star. Like, if you're going there, just go. Like, there's stuff in the middle. You'll get tapped on the way, but you'll figure it out. And over time, you won't get tapped on the way because you've got your mindset. And I thought that was an interesting concept, which I've sort of took on my journey a bit. You know what I mean?
I get you saying that because certain things, positions or whatever you want to call it, there's like this, again, this unspoken agreement where one person will stand and one person will be at the bottom, right?
Right.
Oh, but it's like, why? Stand up.
Yeah.
So when you do that, it's like, they're kind of like, oh, what happened? And they get a bit flustered for like a quick second, and it's like
they're not playing by your
rules. Exactly. So you do that. If you do something a bit off rhythm, it then off balances your opponent. So I think it's important to kind of think outside the box.
Yeah, I think there's some issues as well in sort of overly sport jiu-jitsu with points and stuff, which again is another reason I really like the way you run your one. But there's certain positions where it drives me, and I know it's not about that for everybody, but for me, it's like I want this to work in a fight. So if your head's there and you're rolling upside down, I go, and now I'm oversimplifying it, of course, because you can get caught with things whilst looking to punch the head. Don't get me wrong, but you see where I'm coming from. There
100%.
are certain positions where I go, you're not safe there. You're safe because it's jiu-jitsu. You're not safe. You know. And Ryan Hall, actually, going back to him, spoke about this with I can't remember his name.
I know what you're talking about. That's what I was thinking just now.
With his Ilia Taporia.
Yeah.
But he was saying like the mistakes he made and whatever, and the way he said it, it was just brilliant. I can't say enough good like the way his mind was working and how he was talking about putting certain things in certain places to make, you know, it was amazing. I'll butcher it, but you get where I'm coming from. But that's one thing that does drive me a little bit nuts with sort of like overly sports jiu-jitsu. I just go like, you got to be careful because it can go too far away from what it's supposed to be for. And then, not that it's anything, but you know, like certain, like if someone said to you, I've got a Hapkido black belt, you go, that's cool. You know, not necessarily, but you get where I'm coming from. There's an element of, all right, whatever, you know. Whereas if someone said, all right, cool, I'm a national champion boxer, you go, different, right? Whereas I feel like if you go too far down that rabbit hole of like, you can just put your face there because you've got the lapel, part of me goes, it can get goofy as
Okay, so
not maybe not even in our time on the mats, but like if you go on and on and on too far down that, before you know it, we're doing like laying on your back cutters and no one's even grabbing lapels.
what's the other one at the donkey position where it was?
Yeah, donkey guard, right?
Yeah,
Remember, there was a match there years ago. Remember when two people ran to each other?
I was like,
Backside
what?
first.
Oh, what's this nonsense?
Yeah.
But I get what you were saying. That's when, because for me, because like it's all in fun, but it is goofy.
But the other side of that too, which I do, it sounds like I'm contradicting, I guess I am, but it's like I do think some of that stuff's good to train when the rules are very, very limited. But the awareness that you know where you're vulnerable is a part of it. Like, for example, it'd be very difficult to ever work leg locks if every time you went to train one, someone just went bang and hit your head.
Yeah, facts.
But that doesn't mean you can't get to a point where the leg locks, I can never touch your face.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean? So I think it's worth training. Like, for example, if you're an MMA fighter, you're going to do boxing sparring rounds, right? Which I think are massively beneficial. But someone can kick your leg or take you down. It's like, yeah, but when the threat of that's not there, you've got the ability to develop them skills to a high level, which you could use. So it's a balancing act, is what I'm trying to say. I think Ilia Taporia spoke about how he doesn't do MMA training. It might be a bit off, but from what I heard, it was something along the lines of he doesn't actually do much MMA training. He does it all separately and then spars. Now, if I'm getting that wrong, someone, let me know. But it was along the line. And a part of me goes, I can see the sense in that. And listen, if that is the case, you can't argue with his results, can you? Like, look at what he's doing. You know, if he's not pound for pound the best in the world, he's pretty close, isn't he? But you're an MMA fan too, right?
Yeah, I don't watch as much anymore because of nonsense. But yeah,
What nonsense?
So you tell me if how you feel about this. But from what I'm observing, the best aren't fighting the best as much anymore in comparison to before.
Right. Okay.
So example would be Volkanovski versus Diego Lopez. He fought him once, beat him. Fair enough. He gets a rematch against Volkanovski versus Laurent Murphy, who should have got the title shot. And I'm just like, what nonsense is this? Why didn't my guy get the title shot instead of Lopez, who he'd already beat recently? It wasn't like it's like a year or like 2 years. It was.
Yeah, well, here's the thing, right? But also the fights are getting made in some ways. Like if you look at like Gaethje versus Taporia for the White House, you're not excited about that? No. See, now I got my opinion on how the fight's going to go, and I'm quite confident that it'll go that way, and we probably agree by the look on your face, right? But I think these fights are good, man. I like, and the co-main event. Listen, that's my fight. That's the one I want to see.
Cool, but like.
And it's not, I know what you're saying, because it's not necessarily about the two people that are actually fighting in Garn and Pereira. It's about Pereira going for that third belt. I'm a massive fan of him, man. I can't.
But this is what I'm saying, kind of feels over, right? This is the kind of stuff that I'm seeing or observing, and it's just, I'm not as interested as I was.
What fights would you want to see?
Okay, but the best versus the best. I want to see Hamza. Where is he? Like, he's been, as far as I know, he's been healthy, as far as I know.
He's fighting this weekend, isn't he?
I know, but like, as far as I know before, he's been out for like a year out, and I'm like, this is crazy to me. A guy like him should be fighting twice a year at least.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like,
I wonder why he's not.
This is what I'm saying. This is why I want to see like the best facing the best. Obviously, Aspinall can't do anything about his
strange situation, that one.
Very, very strange. But get Jones in and Pereira. Like, in the meantime.
Well, I think Jones is a bit bashed up as well when he's got.
He is, but like, again, he was going through his stuff, ready to do stuff. White only said that because he was mad. Again, depending who you want to believe. I believe Jones in this situation. they didn't want to pay him the money. And he got gone, which is again a good replacement. I'm not gonna say it's not, it's a good replacement instead, but let's be real.
Of course.
Do you get where I'm coming from? So this is what I'm saying. Like, it's
but
not
the
a
problem with
case
the John
of
Jones one is though, right? Is like, I don't know, right? Obviously, I'm guessing, but let's just say, argument's sake, his last fight he earned $5 million, and this fight he goes, "No, I want 30." You can understand the UFC going, "Well, hang on a minute, maybe we were stretched to 10." I'm just throwing numbers out there, but you get where I'm coming from. But 5 to 30, what justify? Do you see where I'm coming from? I think there's an element.
He's a legacy fighter, though, bro. And I'm gonna push back on this a bit harder as well. You have a deal with Paramount, it's worth $7.7 billion dollars. What's your excuse? If it's about the people, put on the fight. It's like you do this for everyone. There'd be certain people who do this for you. If it was Conor, are they going to be arguing?
Well, I understand what you're saying also, but there's a reason they've been the premier organisation for so long and the others have gone out of business, right? Because they know what
7.7, like I said to you, he's a legacy fighter. You're going to do it for every single fighter. He's one of the best ever.
But what does he earn for the company is the issue. Because like you said, Conor McGregor,
Paramount have bought have bought the rights to show the fights. You no longer have to worry about money per se.
But you got to justify it to them, I'm assuming, right?
You have 7.7 billion.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm right or wrong, but
so you're getting more money than ever had before ever in your organization. Yeah. But you have zero excuses. Zero.
We don't know what goes on, right? We don't know where that money's disputed.
But the money does not lie.
But also,
and it's supposed to let's just keep it 100, right? UFC have been doing business for UFC for a long time. They're not about the fighters. Everyone knows this. There are for some fighters, like you said, there to make money. But let's just keep it honest.
They got to be though, right? They got to be.
I'm not against being a business that's kept in business, right? I'm against you taking the mick. Let's be very clear about that.
Would you think they should give Jones his fight?
I don't care, but give him whatever he wants, bro. But in comparison to what you're making, come on, 7.7 billion. And you're telling me 30 million is going to cut into your 7.7 billion.
But I guess the way, and listen, I don't know anything, right? But the way I'd look at it is like, if John Jones generates, for example, let's just say 20 million for the company, why are they paying him 30 would be the logic.
I guess I get what you're saying. Yeah. But he's been there for like 3 generations. If you I look at things not just for what it is right now, for what you can use it for in the future. He's one of the guys that you would have like 50 years from now on your Mount Rushmore, so to speak, like your GSPs, your Anderson Silvers,
I think John Jones
so on and so forth.
The greatest of all time.
All this stuff. So like so talk about money, it's not, my money's not an issue. For me, it doesn't make no sense. Especially when you not have to worry about pay-per-views, have to generate pay-per-views when Paramount has already paid for that already.
See, another part of it as well, I wonder is John Jones caused them headaches over the years where they're
obviously. So what so that's what I'm saying, that the thing about White is, Dana White, to be clear, is he picks and chooses as to when he wants to be your friend or doesn't want to be your friend.
I'm assuming you're not a fan of Dana White.
I'm not a fan, or not a fan or not a fan. I just observe, innit? Right. If you look at his patterns, he can be very erratic. And he picks and chooses, right? Francis Ngannou. Oh, he was...
not a good guy. Said he's not a good guy.
Yeah, he's not a good guy. He's this, he's that. What was that before? Before he left the organisation. When he's leaving the organisation, oh no, he's a bad guy. He's a bad guy, he is.
What you say about stirrer earlier? You're a stirrer. You're a stirrer, bro. Jesus.
But what I'm saying is, people observe this. Like, I'm not the only one who says this. Everyone has their eyes and ears, and they can see what he does. I'm not saying that he's not good at what he does. He's very, very good. You don't get to create a company that Paramount is willing to pay 7.7 billion for X amount of years for a company.
Is that what it is? 7.7 billion.
That's what I'm saying. But when you talk about the money, I'm like, what are you talking about? How much is it? How much is a billy?
I ain't got it on me right now.
1,000 million, bro. 1,000 million. Do you get, that's what I'm saying. What are you talking about the money? This irrelevant to me.
It's the seconds thing, isn't it? You heard that one. That's when have you heard this one before?
What?
How long is a billion seconds?
I haven't heard that one.
It's crazy. It's like, I can't remember whether it's like 27 years or 33 years or something mad. It's like ridiculous, like seconds.
Yeah.
So when you put it like that, you go, oh, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Yeah. But I know what you're saying as well. But also it's like, it's moving parts, isn't it? We don't know. We don't know what goes on.
Oh, it's ego, bro. Like again, because there's positive and there's negative, right? Again, rough with the smooth. I don't ever say I don't expect anyone who is in that position to be perfect or anything like that. I'm just observing their behavior as to how they are. When you're on the good side, they're good. When you're on the bad side, they're bad.
Do you think he fights against John Jones in the UFC?
Maybe.
See, I do. Ultimately, I think he'll have one more. I do think he'll have one more. I think, I mean, there's a lot of maybes, ifs, and whatever with what I'm about to say, but I think if Tom Aspinall gets back to full health, let's just say, argument's sake, becomes the champion again, or doesn't, by the way, but if he gets back, fights, let's just say again, big if, but if Pereira beats Garn, because if Garn wins, not to knock Garn, but it's a little bit of a disappointment to me because it's like, he's been there with John Jones and we saw how uncompetitive it was. Now you can have a bad night. He could have improved his grappling. That's all great, but we've seen it, right? So like, I'm not in a rush to see him fight Cyril Gane, John Jones, right? But him versus Pereira, him versus Tom Aspinall is big to me. So if Pereira and Tom Aspinall figure it out, I'd love to see the winner fight John. You know what I mean?
I'll play Chris advocate a little bit. If Khan does win, and let's say the UFC don't envision having John Jones back there again, him facing Aspinall's not a bad thing either.
No, because he was. I mean, when you say winning, it was a 1 round,
right? But either way, it still has made people talk.
Yeah.
So if you're talking about this, whether you agree, this is the whole point of it. This is what it does, right?
Yeah, of course.
So it's a good thing. So I think UFC are very smart in terms of that. I think they're covering both sides with this fight too. So.
Yeah, but it's good. Yeah, I want to see. I really want to see. That's a fight I'd love to see. Is Pereira? But no, listen. Of course, Tom Aspinall's English boy, and like you want to see him do it. But like, a big part of me would love to see Pereira clean up, win the undisputed belt, and fight John Jones because that, like, to win 3 belts for starters is incredible.
He'd be the only one
ever. He's the only one to try it. He's already the only one to try it, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? I know it's an interim belt, but listen, it's still the 3rd weight category, and I favour him. I think he will win this fight. What do you think?
I think yes, because Khan. I've not seen much of his grappling.
I think he'll crack him though. I think a left hook's coming.
But that's what I'm saying, because Khan doesn't really grapple too much. It'll be interesting to see how they stand up. Unless Khan's is deciding to get a sneaky takedown at some point. Yeah. If we just stand standing, I do give the edge to Pereira. But again, I'm not underestimating Khan at any point because he can move as well. He's got good movement. He's got good head movement. He's got good hand speed as well. So.
Big, powerful, athletic man as well.
Man,
that goes a long way. You know, I don't know if you've done any striking sparring, but listen, someone's bouncing around, even if they're a bit goofy and they don't know what they're doing. There's elements of like, you know what I mean? But like, I feel the way I'd see the fight going, I could see Gane sort of peppering him a little bit on the feet, you know, Pereira marching forward a bit, maybe sort of looking like he's outfoxing him a bit, but, you know, Pereira landing the big one-hitter quitter with a left hook.
It's possible, man. I think if he does that, again, history's been made.
Mate, imagine if
history's been made.
Oh, his last fight, I think he showed how great he was, Pereira. Like, I thought that was magic. Like, the way he just, like, walked him down and just thought, like, nah, not today.
That was crazy. And even Wahlberg recently.
Yeah, he's a mate, he's a problem.
That is... When I saw that, I swear to you, right, fair enough, Yahiri didn't... He backed off a little bit, right? Because
I don't know. See, I've heard this. Like, I heard this before I'd watched it.
I watched it, bro, and I
was like, I don't think he did.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I felt.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. By the way, I couldn't be a bigger fan of Yuri either. I think he's brilliant.
He is. Yeah.
I think he's great. The way he was crying when Pereira won the title back, all that was brilliant. But I don't feel like he backed up. I feel like he was aware of what was going on and he kind of like, be careful, and he got cracked with one. I don't think he backed off him like now, first of all, what do I know about what he was thinking? Yeah. But from what I'm seeing, I don't think he was being nice. Do you know what I mean? I think it was more of a case of easy, careful.
For me, what I was, it looked like the intensity just kind of dropped off a little bit.
Yeah, maybe. Because
before he tore his ACL, there was a good back and forth. And then after that, it was when someone's injured, you're like, I know it's fighting, but sometimes you have that thing where you're like, he's injured. It doesn't mean, I don't know, it's funny.
Yeah, I get you, but also
it's like a lose-lose situation, right? You win, it's like, he injured him. Like
I look at it like he injured him. He weren't injured before that. Got injured in the fight.
Yeah, but he injured himself.
Yeah, but he got injured in the fight. Do you know
That's
what I
what I'm
mean?
saying. That's not because of you doing like, okay, you can say your presence caused that, right? Whatever it is.
It's all part of it, isn't it?
But it's like you can't help but feel if he lost. Sorry, I mean, or Ulbeck. If Ulbeck had lost, tell me it would have been anticlimactic.
I don't think so because I feel like he wasn't in there injured. He didn't come in with a bum foot. He come in there and
I mean, generally speaking for the crowd. If you were
depends how it went. If
he
Yuri
cracked
landed the bomb on him,
that's what I'm saying. If he
I don't
cracked him,
think it'd have been anticlimactic because just because he had an injured leg, he still went out. Do you know what I mean? I don't think it would have.
But you've seen this now for like a good minute. I don't know how long it was back. And
enough time to know he was injured. Yeah,
Yeah.
But it's yeah, but I think if it's a conclusive finish, it got injured in the fight, so I wouldn't have had a problem with it. But I feel like Yuri sort of like, as he was backing up, he's doing something goofy. It's moving fast. What's going on? What's happening? I've got to be careful. He's doing something weird. Bang, got caught, you know? Now, it's all from the outside, isn't it? You don't know what he's thinking. But that was a, banger.
All I can say is that fight, how it finished, it would have been better him finishing that fight. I was saying Carlos, by the way. Because with one leg, he knocked that guy out. That's a better story than
for him.
Yuri, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it gives that.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
raises
I think
tides.
they'll end up rematching.
Has to, because he'll be out for a year at least.
Yeah.
And Yuri is going to be back. And if you assuming Yuri wins the interim belt,
who's he going to fight? Who does he fight for?
I don't know. It might be Ankalaev.
I think he's got to be in it.
It might be Ankalaev.
I think it'd be Ankalaev.
Yeah, because he's only lost once. So he lost once, I think.
Twice. Pereira was with the second one. He lost to.
Oh yeah, Pereira. Yeah,
he lost to Paul Craig, didn't he? Triangled.
About these ago, that's
a while ago. He got triangled and like tapped. I think with like a second to go in the third round of a fight.
Yeah, it was minor. But yeah, if it's just to Pereira, then yeah, you're fine. Yeah, I think it'd be Ankalaev and him, and then they rematch, and then who's the other guy who came through who beat no, I was gonna say I was thinking about Reyes, but no, I don't think he'll be contending.
No, I don't think so. Not for the title, not yet. But it's a good division. Listen, like
who beat up the Russian guy the other day?
Russian guy.
Mr. Juicy. What's the
Paulo Costa. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I forgot about that because it was at 205, wasn't it? Yeah. You're right. Yeah, he could be in the mix.
He could
be the guy.
That's interesting.
That's it. I didn't think of that. You're right. Yeah.
So I was like,
Paulo Costa. He could be the guy. He's if he's switched on, he's one of the biggest threats. I think. Like when he was at middleweight, I feel like he lost himself a bit.
Yeah.
Whereas, like if you watch the fight with him when he fought Yoel Romero back in the day,
he was on it.
Animal, like big, dangerous
big guy.
Man.
There was no fear.
Yeah, when he doesn't play that, he said it. I think in an interview, like when he doesn't play the points game and he just goes in for a fight. Again, I might be butchering that, but something along those lines.
Luke Rockhold. Yeah. That was a great fight. That was a great fight.
Yeah, great fight.
That was a great fight, man.
That was it. Yeah, that was a good one. He's a real good fighter. He had a bad fight against Izzy, didn't he? I don't think he recovered from it.
Yeah, I think Izzy Bunting was.
But I think it's a little bit like the Francis Ngannou situation. Where he lost to Stipe.
And he lost
the next fight back was terrible because he's almost looks like he's in his own head too much. He's thinking too hard, and you're missing the butt.
He's about his backs, bro. I think that's the difference between the champion and no offense to Costa, saying a thing on him, but you see a lot of fighters who if they have momentum, they lose one or two, and then it's like they haven't got that mindset to kind of like get back into that same belief.
The level of skill is so close, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like I've been around. Jiu Jitsu is a little bit different, but I've been around some boxing you look at and like, great, should have gone, never really went anywhere. Went pro, did the thing, won things, but could have been, but they weren't for whatever. You
mindset,
can't
man. It's mindset.
Yeah.
I believe it's mindset.
But also, like certain people, they're switched on, everything's right, but it's still up in the air. Do you know what I mean? It's game of inches, isn't it? Like again, going back to judo, when I was sitting there talking to Ray Stevens and then Neil Adams, both they got 3 Olympic silver medals between them, right? And there was the certain little aspects, and when you talk to them and they're talking about the mindset of it. It's so tight, like Ray spoke on the podcast. He went into the Olympics with a completely bashed up knee, like completely ruined, and still came that close. It is what it is.
Got angle with his neck.
Broken neck, won the gold.
Yeah, he said to inject some, I forgot you call it at the time, some particulars, something like that. To kind of like numb the pain, so he can do his thing. And I was like, he was coming there injured with the injured neck. It's kind of
small
crazy.
for the weight apparently as well.
Yeah,
I think I'm pretty sure it's him. He spoke about being like he had to lift to be that heavy and still won it. And Freak, by the way, he's got a neck like you wouldn't believe in his day, right? But broken necks, no joke. In a sport like freestyle wrestling, like you've done freestyle wrestling, right? In
A
training,
little bit.
Like-
It wasn't my favorite thing to do, but yeah.
hard sport, and it might be the hardest sport. Like
I done like what 1 or 2 lessons, and I was like, yeah, I'm good.
yeah, where'd you do it?
Okay.
Right. Who's the coach?
I forgot their name because I literally went to 1 or 2, but they were good. They were
Rough game, innit?
really good, man. And then obviously you're facing people. I was just thinking, yeah, I'm alright, I'm good.
I'm actually at a Greco seminar tomorrow at Los Banditos with an Olympic gold medalist.
Oh, that's good, man.
Korean guy. Yeah,
That's good.
so that should be good. Semen Nemikov, I think you pronounce his name right. So
They don't play, man. Those guys don't play at all.
very
man.
serious sport. I went to you know Lubov. You come across Lubov Kumbarov? I spoke about it many times. Bulgarian champion. So changed my whole grappling game when I met him as a blue belt. Changed everything. He basically just told, on a simple level, was telling me to use my attributes and put the pressure on. Blah blah blah. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Great, truly great. But like I went to Bulgaria with him on a little trip once back in probably 2018 now, and it was. You're seeing it up close. So what we went at there was, I think it was Dan Kolov, is like a legendary wrestler from like the 50s or whatever. If I'm wrong on that, someone help me. But we went to the National Training Center because the week after we was there was a national international tournament. So all the best guys in the world were coming there. It was just before the Commonwealth Games, so the English team was there as well. Blah blah blah. All these teams are competing in like a competition. But we're there. We got the chance to train with some like university guys, good guys, but not like the international. And it was crazy, like serious training. And then like we're watching after our training, we're going into the halls and we're watching some of these like internationals like train for their thing, and they're doing like with the wrestling culture. If from what I've seen, the foreign countries all train together. Like they do sort of like they go places, camps together and whatever. They're all doing like live rounds before the competition with their people there. If I'm getting that a bit wrong, that's what it seemed like to me in memory. But it was amazing. When you see him up close. I didn't see Sadulayev. Sadulayev, the Russian, 2-time. You don't know nothing, bro. What you do? You switch your brain on today. Jesus Christ. Someone help me out.
I don't watch wrestling, so I don't know you're talking
Give him a
about.
Red Bull or something, can't you?
I don't even watch Jiu Jitsu.
Oh, you're out of order. Anyway, back to my story that you know nothing about, you disgrace. He 2-time Olympic gold medalist. I believe he's like 5'10", competes at 97 kilos.
That's crazy.
Yeah, tank of a man, neck like that. Like looks a bit like Kurt Angle type of build, right? Yeah. But he's and my coach said like when he saw him the week after, he said like there was other people there warming up, stressing between matches because as you know, like wrestling days is match, rest, all that shit. And he said he'd go on there like limber up, pin, go back, sit there, read his book, call him, time for another one. Okay, limber up, move, bang, pin another. He said he was just on another level. So I wish I'd seen that. Is the thing. But point being, that's a hard game. Like when they're putting us through circuits out there training, you're climbing the ropes. There's a ladder. I don't know what it's called. If anyone knows, give us a comment. It's like we're talking like a 20-foot ladder, but if the ladder's going up, this is like inverted. So you're climbing backwards.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
You climb up it, you climb down, you climb across, you climb up. Like,
crazy.
Disaster. It's a nightmare, right? A complete nightmare. And up and down the ropes, walking on your hands, doing all the neck bridges, like very physical. We did one day, took us to the mountains. And there's snow on top of this thing. It's not a mountain because we're running up it, but it's high enough that there's snow, right? So it's pretty far. We go for a walk, nice, relax, get the air. He's doing all this stuff. Oh, no problem, whatever. I went out there, by the way, about 10 days before I went, I dislocated my big toe, which was handy because that's just what you need when you're going into train wrestling with some of these people. Walking up this hill and all of a sudden, go, 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 go. We're not walking up the hill, are we? We're running up the hill. Great, fantastic. So we're all sprinting up this hill. We get to the top, go, go, go. And there's like pull-up bars between the trees, dip bars, press up. Brilliant. Like, but it's not brilliant at the time. It's hard. You're hurting, right? But good experience with wrestling. Point being, wrestling's a tough sport, right?
Yeah, 100%.
So I feel like if you insert that into your training, I love wrestling, right? It's hard, but judo has given me a new lease on that stuff. I forget what we was talking about originally, but we went on a rant about wrestling. So, I did. I went on a rant about wrestling. He don't know what day of the week it is. He's
That's
like,
okay, right? As we know that you do this a lot.
Yeah, I was like, I'll talk to myself because he doesn't know.
Bro. It's like, he goes all around the house. It's like, yes, and this happened, and then this happened, and then this happened, and then this happened. Wait, where was I again?
Well, I just want to say I've been a little bit hurt by these comments. I'm a little offended. I'll tell you one that done me the other day. I went into a coffee shop with a squeeze the neck shirt on, and this guy went to me. He said, brilliant, is that a wrestling podcast? Now in my brain, well, kind of, MMA, we do, different. We have had some wrestlers on, blah blah blah. He said, I've always been a fan of WWF. Now when you go, hey, yeah,
Your face was the drops.
When
Your face was supposed to drop so badly.
When you go you what?
Yeah.
You what? Get my coffee. Get me out of here. But no,
that's funny.
WWF. He put me in the as if we were about to go to Olympia with a sign and go Rock, all that stuff. No, but you're not a WWF fan, but you're an anime guy, aren't you?
Anime, WWE, yeah.
See, here's the thing. This is what brings up I put WWF. You're a WWF fan as well. Yeah. Well, there you go. I put them in the same category because I had someone on, Mad Rob Hardy. Shout out Mad Rob, MMA fighter. He was talking about anime the other day, and I said, "But it's like WWF," and he was like, "No, don't like WWF." I was like, "What's the anyway?" I had the anime chat the other day, and he went through things. I did fall asleep halfway through.
Of course, naturally.
You went on a rant. There was a word last time. What was the
cosplay?
Cosplay. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Explain cosplay because I've forgotten again.
You're funny. The fact that you never heard of cosplay is crazy to me.
No. I'm a grown man, bro. I'm a grown man.
Cosplay is a common word, bro. No. It's called.
Do you know where I've heard cosplay?
Increase your vocabulary. That's what it means.
Shall I tell where I've heard cosplay ever in my entire life? From your mouth. That's it.
This means again vocabulary, bro.
No.
Just read the book.
No.
I don't know.
Tell me, what's cosplay?
It's just basically you pretending to be a character.
So like dress up like a kid. I used to do cosplay when I was 6, but I stopped because I in fact turned 7, so I don't do that anymore.
Fantastic.
Do you do cosplay?
No.
So what are you bantering with me for? I'm like wrong because I don't know. You don't even do it.
You are like, the typical person that knows nothing, right? And has assumptions about these things.
Yeah.
And that's your questions. That's you.
Mate,
that's you.
I told you the story.
So you put your mouth right in it and you're like, oh, I see. And it's like, that's you, bro.
But you said cosplay like it. Yes, cool, it's a thing. No, it's not a thing.
It's common.
No.
It's common.
You made that word up.
It's
Be
common.
honest. Tell the truth. You made that word up. Bro. You made that word up. You were the first man and the last man to ever say that word.
Please, I beg people in the comments. People in the comments, please. Let
or
your
better
boy
yet,
know.
don't. Just unsubscribe. You're no good here. You're no good here. No good here. If you do cosplay, you're no good here.
Yeah.
So.
No, not cosplay, no.
But how did it come up if you don't do it? I thought you was into it.
Oh, because basically we're talking about, I think where lines may got crossed is I spoke about Comic-Con. So if you go to Comic-Con.
I was on the train. I went to Comic-Con. So that's where it came from.
Yeah, 100%. So you're seeing everyone doing their own characters as to what they're doing.
So grown man dressed up as like Star Wars characters.
Exactly, yes. Come on.
I had an issue.
So what is it? So like imagine don't be surprised if you see on your timeline or in real life, May the 4th, right? You got no, I know your face is so like, what are you talking about?
Chelsea are playing that day, so I've made it 4th. No. Day.
I'm playing on Monday. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Holiday,
oh, interesting. So it's Star Wars.
Right.
So it's a play on words. Because in Star Wars it says, may the force be with you. May the 4th be with you.
Don't even go there. Listen, before you've even said it, I feel like kicking the door. Stop it.
Yeah. So
what is going on May the 4th?
It's like Star Wars holiday, innit? Like for the day.
Where? What do you mean?
Just in general, like so like 420.
What?
You know like 420?
No. What's 420?
Oh, fuck it.
Which mean 420? You just said it like, oh, you know. You just said, oh, you know, 420. Like, no, bitch, I don't know 420. What is 420? Is it me? What do you mean 420? What's 420?
Bro, you're the oldest young guy that I know, brother.
What's 420?
You are such an old man. You must be like Masters 4 or something.
You've lost me. I don't understand. 420.
420.
Go, explain.
It's basically the day that's celebrated for smoking weed.
Right, okay. Okay, cool.
So it's 420.
Cool.
So, yeah, it's again.
I thought that was a time. Wasn't that a time thing? I thought it was a time.
Yeah, like it's the 20th of April.
Oh, no, I'm going to make myself seem even more uncool now. I thought it was like 4:20 in the afternoon. Hit me up in the comments for that one. No. No good, no? That's not cool in the hood.
It's not cool in any hood, Ollie.
No, hang on. How you tied that in with people dressing up as Star Wars characters, I'll never know. Help.
Oh my gosh.
Go on. Tie this into the cosplay. You brought up 420.
Saying that there's a day. So like May the 4th is for Star Wars.
But I don't understand. What do you mean? Just in general? Just out and about? So I'm going to
So you might see it. You might see it out and about. You might see it online. Again,
so you're saying,
it depends. You might see it. You will.
I'm on my way to watch Chelsea, greatest team that's ever played. I'm on my way to see him play, and there might be a grown man dressed up like...
You might.
Come
I'm
on.
not saying you will. I'm saying that you might do.
But why? What's the relevance of?
I
The
said it's a
fourth?
play on words. It's just to celebrate Star Wars. That's what it is.
So some clever kid sat there and gone, "I know what
Yeah.
we do on the 4th."
It's like the same thing with like, that's what I'm saying. That's why I mentioned 420. It's the same thing. Like, it's just something that happened. I can't remember what it was. I can't remember the story, but basically, April 20th just became that date for
Not
celebrating
4:20 in
Reed.
the afternoon, like I originally thought. No,
Maybe it could have
Never
been. I
mind.
don't know. Maybe.
we'll come back. We'll circle back. Comment below.
But basically, those are the sorts of things that kind of happen where they got random dates with random stuff, basically. So people just pick out
So
a
you're
day.
going out dressed up as a Star Wars character on Monday or no?
Absolutely not.
So,
No.
but you're championing it. You're like, it's cool, man. It's cool.
Yeah, Star Wars is cool. Well, not actually, no. Let me take that back. The last trilogy of movies are trash. Absolute trash.
Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trash.
The last 3 being, how recent are they?
20, if I'm right, 2015 to 2019.
Oh, right. So fairly. You was a grown man when he was coming out.
Yeah.
And you watched them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you don't see an issue with that. That's all good.
Well, if it's making $1 billion box office, I'm not thinking I'm the only grown person watching
Have
them,
you ever
no.
seen the Rocky movies?
You keep bringing this up.
Have you ever seen the Rocky movies?
You keep bringing this up.
Have you ever seen the Rocky movies?
If you don't know this
Answer
right
the
now,
question. Listen.
you say me that you don't know this.
Answer the question. Have you seen
Every
the
time we're here, you talk about Rocky.
Yeah, because I'm making a point. Have you seen the Rocky movies?
If you don't answer the question,
Have you answered the Rocky? Have you seen them?
Get to the point.
Have you seen the Rocky movies?
Get to the point.
This is a grown man who's seen Star Wars movies, critiqued them, and hasn't seen a Rocky movie.
I never said that.
You just said you haven't seen a Rocky movie.
I said you know the answer to it. It's just that every time you come here, we talk about Rocky
But
movies.
why would you avoid the question if you've seen a Rocky movie?
Because
You just say, yeah, of course I have. Don't be stupid.
Exactly.
You've seen the Rocky movies.
You've answered the question.
What's your favourite?
3.
You're back on the bus. Well done. You can stay.
I know three's your
You're
favourite.
back on the bus.
Do you remember?
You're
I
back
know
on the
3's your
bus.
favourite.
You know it's my favourite. So now you're an ass kisser too. I don't know what to do.
No.
I don't know what
Because
to
3's my
do.
favourite because Mr. T.
Very good, my man.
What do you mean?
Back on the
Mr. T
team.
was the
You're
best
back on the team.
character. What are you talking about?
Listen, cosplay aside, you're back
I
on the
pitied
team.
the fool. I was like, oh, who's this guy?
Yeah.
Bro, he's crazy.
That's
Crazy.
it. Mr. T was the best
Yeah.
ever. Followed by number 4, my opinion, but
What was that? If he dies, he dies.
Ivan Drago, son.
That
Ivan
was
Drago.
crazy.
But Mr. T, undisputed.
I
Undisputed.
think killing off Credo was the worst idea, though.
The what?
Killing Creed off was the worst idea.
I don't know about that. No, the worst idea was making the Creed movies.
No.
You seen them?
Yeah, I like
You're a
him.
fan.
I like him.
Oh, mate. Listen, we was doing well. We was on Rocky 3 together.
Well, you know what it is? I think nostalgia plays a factor in when seeing movies. So again, Star Wars. You had the original trilogy. When the next that came out in 1990 to 2005, it was hated, but then loved afterwards. It's a weird thing. I find that with franchises, it's like a...
But I mean, I know you're not
It's hit and
trying.
miss.
I know you wouldn't try and compare Star Wars to the Rocky franchise. I'm going to give you a pass.
Do you
I
know
you
why?
wouldn't do
Because
that.
Star Wars is way bigger than Rocky series.
y-
The numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie.
No, hang on. Cosplay. In your opinion, you've only got one box set to take with you to a prison cell. You're going away forever for your terrible views on movies.
Why would I go to prison cell for?
For your terrible cosplay Rocky movie assumptions.
What world is this, bro?
Excuse me. I haven't asked the question. You're allowed to take one box set. You've got Star Wars and you've got Rocky. Which one are you taking?
You said a box set.
A box set.
All right, let's.
I know what you're doing. Listen, don't even go there. Don't even go there.
Yes.
Who are you taking?
You said box set.
Yeah,
so
box
are you
set.
talking about
DVDs, bro. Come on.
I
Don't act like you
know,
don't know what
I'm
DVD
saying,
is.
are you talking
Don't
about
give me that.
Rocky 1 to 5, including and Creed? Are you talking about Star Wars 1
Did I
3?
say Rocky or did I say Creed?
But he's
Answer
part
the
of
question.
Rocky.
Answer
He's
the
one-
question. I said Rocky.
Rocky's because you got Rocky Balboa, then you got Creed.
No. Rocky movies.
But Creed is Rocky though.
No. How dare what? Creed is Rocky.
Was Rocky and Creed?
No Creed. Anthology. Boom. Go.
So no Rocky Balboa.
You can have Rocky Balboa as like a
That was-
free gift.
That was nonsense.
Hey.
So with Star
Hey.
Wars, you're saying from 1 to 9.
Whatever, bro.
Well, I'm saying Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
You're taking Star Wars over Rocky.
Mm.
Wow. Dressed up as Star Wars in the cell, or while the boys come over and let you know what time it is, or what?
Have you seen Star Wars?
Yeah, but I was like 9. Like,
No, you. Oh,
I'm over
my days.
I'm over it.
So then, how can you be objective then?
Huh?
How can you be objective?
Anything you bored of when you're 9 is no good to me as a grown man.
I get what you're saying. There's not been interested in it, but
So
then-
hang on, a serious question here. Serious.
Mm.
I mean, as
Mm.
serious as we can get in a conversation about Star Wars. Are still grown men. As a grown man now, you would go home and go, "I know what I'm doing tonight. I'm watching Star Wars."
Yeah.
You're fucking. You're not well, mate.
But you don't. But I can try to explain to you, but you wouldn't understand
No,
because
go
your
on.
your mindset is this. I think people, you can watch movies for entertainment, but there's philosophies inside movies as well that I've spoken about. So the thing I love about Star Wars is the philosophy of stuff, certain things. I don't take it seriously like, oh, I see it for what it is as entertainment, but there's also messaging in between that I like.
You don't see that in Rocky.
Yeah, a little bit, but it's not as...
Rocky's got it all. Rocky's got it covered. He's got the fight scenes. He's got like the you know,
Bro,
the emotional connection with his coach. It's a love story. Everyone loves a love story. Tell me you don't love a love story.
I'm not saying that I don't, but what I'm saying
Do you like a love story in a film?
What I'm saying is...
No. Whoa. Do you love a love story in a film?
It's okay. It's not like...
We're going to have a chat after this, I think, mate. We might have to stick some geese on and figure this one out.
What's happening? What, do you want... What? You're lonely or something? What's happening?
Uchi. Show me your Uchi.
What's happening, bro?
No, listen. Rocky movies are the greatest movies of all time. I can't believe you said. I can't believe you.
Of course, you can't believe it.
I can't believe it. Let's get back to MMA because you've gone off.
Yeah,
you've lost half the audience.
Oh, Adrian. What's that? You at home, yeah? Adrian. That's you, isn't it?
You got no respect.
You be turning real like...
You got no respect. 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 That's the bit where you're up in shadowboxing. How dare you? How dare you? Walking about with a lightsaber, pretending.
You see it right there, this, You put your gloves in it.
Someone knocked on the door.
Put your gloves in it, yeah.
I'm busy. I can't believe you said stole. What's the matter with you?
Oh, my days.
What is the matter with you? Right, back to MMA. Topuria versus Gaethje.
Topuria.
Yeah, simple as that. Simple as that. Yeah, I tend to agree.
Look, I would have said, do you know what's funny? Every time I talk about Gaethje fight, most times, I always say, what about his grappling?
Never
never uses it. I'm like...
And actually doesn't use it. Like, you know, because I've heard people argue and go, he does use it to stop him doing it. If you watch his fights, he doesn't really use it. I mean, I guess he's got it in his back pocket, so psychologically he could be using it in a roundabout way. But if you watch his fights, that low leg kick, he doesn't throw it as much anymore. But you remember that low leg kick?
He's really good at those. He's really good at those.
Ripped them.
Yeah.
They was...
If he does that more, maybe. If he does that more in this fight, it gives him a chance. It gives him a chance.
Yeah, here's the thing I think with this... with Gaethje, one of his most impressive performances was against Edson Barbosa. Do you remember this one?
Yeah.
When like a leg kicker, right?
Yeah.
And he just walked through it. He let him kick his legs and just carried on. And it was like, that was one of them moments where I go, yeah, man, this guy could be
And Edson Barbosa at that point,
beast.
Like, people feared his kicks, man.
Yeah.
They feared his kicks, and rightly so.
Too fast for everyone, wasn't he? Like, he was proper, like Khabib held him down and sort of give it to him. But like, you know, Gaethje, that fight up was really impressive. The way he walked through him, didn't he? Just give it to him.
Yeah,
but he was, yeah, it is what it is. The other side note I wanted to get to was because the other card as well, we spoke about like outside the UFC and MMA and stuff like that. There's a big card on Netflix, isn't there? Right? Like, jokes aside, think what you want of it, and I've got my own opinions, but it's like, there's big names on that card, isn't there? There are big names on that card.
Yeah,
arguably, I don't necessarily think so anymore, but arguably the best heavyweight in the world's on the card, isn't it? Ngannou.
Yeah, for sure.
So you got Ngannou fighting, but he's fighting a guy I think used to fight most of his career at lighter weight and whatever. I don't know an awful lot about the guy.
Same.
UFC, blah, blah, blah.
Same.
You got Rousey versus Gina Carano, which we'll get to. And to me, the most sort of, what's the word, like compelling fight on the card is the Perry versus Nate Diaz.
Yeah.
That's the one that I think's got the most potential to be a banger of a fight.
I'm just curious to see. I know that sounds weird to say. I'm just curious to see if Diaz would take it seriously.
What do you think? He's like reaching over it now?
No, it's just like, you know, like, say, I'll give you an example. Remember when he fought Leon Edwards? And in the 5th round,
cracked him
and didn't follow up.
Had him out, didn't he? Out.
And I was like, that was a classic case of you could have the opportunity to win the fight, even though you were losing, and show that, yeah, I am the baddest ever.
Very strange moment that as well. When
it was.
He was getting really beat in that fight, like properly out of sight, and he cracked him with one shot that didn't look that big. Right? Now it's easy to say sitting here, but it didn't look like a massive shot. And Leon just sort of fell apart for a minute, didn't it? It was very, very strange, but he got through it and he won. He went on to be champion, so it's irrelevant. My thing with it is too, Mike Perry is not the most talented in terms of skillful fighter, but the man's a dog, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? He's coming, and I think this is a good fight. I think this will be the banger on the card. Because jumping forward a bit, I feel like Ngannou's getting rid of. I don't know an awful lot about him, but I can't see that going past first round. I can't see Ngannou not putting him out. Right. I think the Ronda Rousey one versus Gina Carano. There's a reality here.
Yeah.
Ronda Rousey hasn't fought in 10 years. Gina Carano hasn't fought in 17 years. 17 years is think about that. That's a long time, right? I feel like I don't think this is going to be much. I think my opinion would be Ronda's going to throw her in her back and armbar her pretty lively. I think Ngannou's going to knock his guy out pretty quick. The fight I think is going to be an actual
dogfight.
Tear up on the card will be the Diaz and thing. And
is that 3 rounds or 5 rounds?
Well, I've heard it in different places. I think it will probably be 3, right? Because it's the third fight down. So who knows? But I think Diaz wins because I think he's got more tools, right? I think he could ultimately submit him. I wouldn't be overly surprised if Mike Perry pounded him out.
Do you think he'd take him to the ground?
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't think he'd take him to the ground. He could knock him to the ground. Diaz is very hard to stop. I don't know. I find a hard time seeing Mike Perry win. He could win on points. Could win on points.
How old are they? Because I'm sure Perry's younger, right?
Perry's not that old. I think Mike Perry's about 33.
And then Diaz, what, 40?
More than that. I think he's 42. Yeah, something like that.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's not 40 a long time.
At a certain point,
it's hard to say because it's hard to judge him because obviously his last fight was his last fight, but when you've been at that combat zone for so long, where Perry, he's been bare knuckle for such a long time, he's on it. He's already locked in. So I would say that Perry's a favourite going into that fight, personally.
Yeah, it's an interesting one, isn't it? Yeah, it's true because you think Diaz, like when he's consistent and stuff like that. And at a certain point, that durability runs out too, right? He could go in there and Perry cracks him with one. Job done. We've seen that with a lot of people before, haven't we? So who knows? But what do you think about the Rousey Gina fight?
You know, it's like when Mayweather and Pacquiao fought. A bit too late.
You put him Ronda Rousey and Gina. This might be as crazy a comment as your Star Wars Rocky comparison, bro. You're putting them in the category of Pacquiao Mayweather. I
said it feels a bit too late. In that sense, in that context, I'm not talking about in terms of the thing. I'm talking about in terms of the age. Mm-hmm. It feels a bit too late to me, personally.
I think it feels a lot too late, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like, for Gina Carano not to fought in 17 years, like that's an awful long time, isn't it? Like, without even trying to be funny, like that's a long time. Yeah, I don't think in her prime she'd have beat Ronda. In her prime, who knows? The fact they're not fighting in the UFC, I think, is strange, right? Now they're going to say about money and whatever, but did you see the press conference where Ronda Rousey went on a rant about Kayla Harrison?
Yeah, I thought it was hilarious. I'm not gonna lie to you. I kind of got some of what she was saying. I get where she was coming from because I think Amanda Nunes had a similar problem as well with being a top team, American top team. So that's why she left and created her own thing. So I can kind of see where, again, there's a bit of smoke and a bit of fire. But who cares, man? Like, if Kayla did got away to if that was true, you pick someone up and then you try to tear them down. I hate that nonsense. If it is true, again, if it's not, I don't know. But if it is true, I don't like when people do that kind of stuff, especially if, again, doors have been open because of it as well. You're in the spot that you're in because of that person being there beforehand.
Right. It's straight. I don't think Ronda Rousey would have much of a chance in a fight against Kayla, do you?
Nah, I think Kayla would maul her.
I think
she's too strong for her, too technical, too agile. Like, it's a different generation. It's different generation. Imagine BJ Penn fighting Ilya Topuria. I don't think it's that way, but you get my point. It's just a different generation. Like you're not.
Well, she was better at judo than Ronda as well, by the sound of it.
Yeah.
I know it's not always as clear cut as that, but
she
got
was
2 golds, right? At heavier weight, it's like you'd favour her in a judo match, which is Ronda's bread and butter. I think, I don't think that'd go well if Ronda fought. Okay. I personally think Kayla might be the greatest female fighter of all time.
No, Amanda Nunes.
I think she beat her.
Nunes is like in terms of overall martial arts, Amanda Nunes, and I think she's accomplished way more than Kayla has. Kayla's already been in the UFC twice, and she beat who?
Yeah, but I think she beat Amanda.
The Venezuelan Vixen, who's all right. He's an okay fighter.
She beat Amanda. Amanda tapped.
Cool. Let's just be real. I accept that. I also accept the rematch when she beat her up badly.
Closer than the one that she got beaten, though, isn't it?
That first match was, I think she didn't really train for it. I think, like John Jones and that Gustafsson. Mm-hmm. When he fought Gustafsson the first time, because of training.
Who won that fight?
Wait.
won that fight?
I understand what you're saying, but hear what I'm saying. It was literally close. Alexander was beating him up in the first 3 rounds.
Who won the fight?
John Jones barely.
Who? I don't know. Hear no barely.
It was because 3-2.
Yeah, but he won the fight.
Hear what I'm saying? It was a close fight.
Yeah, but who won?
Oh my God. Get out of here. It was a close fight. So that's what I'm saying. And the second time,
Did Gustafsson rear naked choke him out?
It wasn't even close to the second fight.
No.
John Jones just mauled him.
No.
The same that Amanda Nunes.
Bad comparison, bro. Bad comparison.
But she beat her up badly.
But listen, I think Kayla Harrison will beat Amanda fairly comfortable as well.
No.
I do.
Do you think strikes better? Do you think strikes better than Amanda Nunes?
Mm-hmm. Who?
Do you think Kayla Harrison strikes better than Amanda Nunes?
I don't think it matters. I think she'll get hold of her.
Oh, it doesn't matter, he says.
I think she'll get hold of her. It's like, but it's like saying
it's the same thing with Ronda Rousey until Holly Holm and Amanda Nunes.
Okay, I'll say it this way then. Kayla Harrison's striking is a lot closer to Amanda Nunes than Amanda Nunes' judo is to Kayla. What do you want to do?
Nah.
No? Oh,
no.
Come on. 2-time Olympic gold medal.
No.
Come on.
No. The grappling, I get what you're saying. No.
No?
No.
Oh, you're crazy, bro. You're crazy.
If you want to say anything, I think it's a classic striker versus grappler matchup. Yeah.
See, I think Kayla Harrison beats her quite comfortable as well. I think that'd be like a. Ooh. I might be wrong. But
I want to see a good fight. That's what I hope for.
I hope they fight. I want to see him fight.
I hope for a good fight.
Yeah.
Because it's interesting because of the storyline. Because again, being in the same club for a while, and then there being a bit of tension there, and then to the point where man had to leave, or first she needed to leave, and he got Mike Brown.
Is that a victory? Is that a victory for Kayla? Like, see you later. Close the door behind you. My house.
Yeah, I think psychologically, yeah.
Got to be in it. You left.
You have to say so, yeah.
Has to be in a way, doesn't it? You know.
But then again, I'm curious to see behind the scenes if I'm not saying there was if the coaches were kind of being biased towards a fighter. Again, in this case, Kayla rather than Amanda.
But why would they do that?
Bro, people are weird.
No, but there's reasons, right?
Yeah,
I'm not saying
I don't know.
I'm not saying like, oh, why would they do that? I mean, like, why would they do that? There are a number of reasons. It could just be favoritism. You get on with one better than the other, right? It could be she's the better fighter, so I'm going with this one. She's the future. She's not. She's arrogant. She's not. You don't know, right? There could be a million reasons, but I think Kayla beats her. I think Kayla would beat her. We're supposed to see it, wouldn't we? But we'll see it. I think we see it. I think we get there. I think we.
But then there's Pereira. This new chick, Pereira.
Alex's sister.
Is that her?
He has got a sister. I don't know if you're talking
No.
about.
No. Because I swear his sister's like 30.
Could be, yeah.
No. This one's like 20 years old.
Oh right, no, I don't know this one. Yeah.
Her last fight, again, I don't think she's ready right now. Bro, you hear her head in Pereira? Like she's dangerous. She's like 135er.
What does she look like? Is she quite easy on the eyes? Is that what you're saying?
She's Brazilian. She's 5'8", strong.
It seems like it seems like you don't even know if she can fight. You just
no.
Fan of her.
Her last fight was brutal.
But you just seem like you're a fan of her. You might not even seen her fight.
Knockout. Look at the last fight she had.
What does she look like? Is she?
I don't know, like brunette hair, 5'8", Brazilian. I don't know what to say. Like,
I mean, it sounds pretty good so far. Really.
Let's be honest. To say?
You're saying the right thing.
She knocked out opponent like it was a brutal. Like,
okay, I don't.
It was brutal, bro. Okay. It was brutal.
I'll have to give her a look.
When you get a chance to.
What's her name?
I forgot her first name. I don't know if her surname was Pereira. That's what I know.
I can't type in Pereira. Alex Pereira is going to come up.
Despite that banter, 135 in this year.
I mean, Pereira hot. Yeah, great. Right, ain't gone well. Abandoned ship.
But she, if she can develop like that potential.
What is she, grappler or striker?
Which more? Seems like more striker to me, from what I can see.
Yeah.
But it was brutal, bro. Like it was like scary.
Yeah.
Scary. So I think it's about time that the 135 division got a lot more new blood coming in. Because it was getting, as you can see, it's getting thinned out. Who's the other contenders in that division? I think I don't think Vieira's fighting anymore. Well, she's fighting. I haven't seen her fight for a while.
It's tough. It's not a division you
Raquel is tough. She's fighting as much in it, like.
It's thinner, isn't it? It's thinner. But there's also like the fight coming up, as we said, close. Hamzat versus Strickland. You got an eye on that? By the way, I'm such a fan of the way Hamzat fights, man. God. That's that.
I think he's scarier than ever before, man.
He's the
way he fought Duplessis, like, oh my days.
I think I've seen you since that, haven't I? Like we spoke about that, haven't we? Like, but the way he dealt with him, didn't he?
Different. It's a different level, man. It was, and the thing with Duplessis is like every fighter that's fought him has had difficulties, for various reasons. Mainly because he's like off rhythm fighter. and which is rare to see.
And big, strong lump.
Yeah.
There's a we might have spoken about this before. I spoke about it with someone. There's a still photo of Hamzat where Duplessis is sort of like balled up in a turtle position on the floor, and he's next to him, and their arms are next to each other. And like Duplessis is literally twice as thick as Hamzat. Like the size difference look massive. It's a photo, so it's not always right.
Yeah.
But the way he ragdolled him for being smaller, looking smaller anyway. But it wasn't a fight, was it? It was like if you grabbed a white belt in the gym and Duplessis ain't a white belt. So that just shows
he's a dangerous guy, man.
That shows how good Hamzat must be, you know?
His grappling, I think from time you can compete to a certain level with Olympic grapplers and apply it in MMA, that's such a rarity, man. It's only like DC was the only other person I can think of. Actually, no, Henry Cejudo actually, to be fair to him. Maybe I'm missing a couple of other. No, Yoel Romero. So you see these highlight, like, again, you see a lot of wrestlers coming into UFC, but not a lot of them that can do it MMA style.
Yeah. Do you know the thing though with wrestling, more than any other individual art, I feel like, it is one that the high level wrestlers can really dive in deep quick. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's not complete because it's not MMA, there's no strikes, there's no submissions, but it's the most. Whereas if you've come from, let's just say, IBJJF Worlds in the gi, you're going to have a UFC debut. Probably ain't going to go very well for you, right? And by probably, it ain't going anywher for you, right?
Do you see Patricia?
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah,
that was great. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, there was some stuff he done which I thought was all right.
Yeah. But that's it. Like tip of the spear guy, okay, right? Just look like a guy in the UFC, right? And it's not a knock on him, it's just a reality. You know what I mean? It's like, but if you was a top level boxer, I think it'd almost be another way for a while. You'd look great until someone realised that's all you got, and then you're in big trouble, right? But wrestling, if one of them gets a hold of you and smothers you, that's a big problem, isn't it? You know, you roll with people that are very wrestling heavy, right?
It's
that
nightmare.
pressure's
nightmare, man.
Right.
It's a guy called I like this guy, but he's annoying. Ben Gahi.
Okay.
So he trains the resistance. Sometimes I think he still teaches at MMA London. Okay. But again, he's typical wrestler. Like,
how big is he?
Oh, he's like 5'8".
Oh, is he?
But he's wide.
How sort of heavy are we talking?
It's like my weight, bro. Heavy.
Big, he's a proper lump, right.
Yeah, proper, and he uses those Iranian
clubs. Like
bro, and I'm like, the hell is it?
Right.
Easy, bro. Like, so it's typical again. High level, pressure heavy on it.
Nice.
And it's horrible to deal with, bro. It's like
And would you say you're about 105?
Yeah.
5'8", 105. That body type in itself's a problem, isn't it?
Well, I said to Sadie the last time, I forgot if he was here or not. I said, if they're short fatsos, I call them.
Fatso, we was talking about fatso.
Yeah, short fatsos, man.
Because I said to Padacake when I met him, he was a fatso. He was proper fatso. You know you were a fatso. You're not now, shredded now, but I met a little fatso and you know it. I like that word. I'm taking that word with me. That's a good word, isn't it? Fatso.
Yeah, man. So like those guys are a nightmare because again, shorter, wider, and closer to the ground. So it's hard.
Especially if they play that game. If that's the way they do it, you know what I mean?
They know they're artists, man. So it's hard. It's no joke, man. Like borders, man. You just have to try and move them somehow.
Yeah,
somehow.
I got you. So what do you think about the Hamzat Strickland?
Hamzat's gonna walk for him.
Right. I don't think you're gonna find in terms of odds. This has got to be a very. I would imagine I might be wrong because Strickland's a tough guy.
Well, similar to what Amanda Nunes and
no, because Amanda Nunes ain't got a chance, man. You're crazy.
No, Juliana Pena.
Oh, right. She had a chance in that one. I spoke too soon.
Because I mean, beforehand, the odds in it were like heavily in
crazy. Yeah, I can't really remember.
It was heavily in Amanda's favor because everyone was like, "It's Amanda. Yeah. Come on." Again, the division's quite thin. You're getting she had at that time a 2-2 record.
Did she? Yeah. Oh wow, I didn't realize it was that bad.
Yeah. So she won 2 out of 4 fights.
Right. Yeah. You're not great for a world title.
You know what I mean? Like, whatever.
But she done it, so again, that could counter your argument about Amanda being the greatest of all time. She lost the 2-2 goal.
So again, Amanda underestimated her. But anyway, that's my opinion. But this going into Hamzat and Sean Strickland, I know Hamzat's not underestimated at all. He is going there to maul.
Because Strickland was a huge underdog against Izzy. You remember that?
Yeah, he was. Beat
him. Now it's a completely different style, and like it's not. I can't see in a million years it going that way against Hamzat, right? In terms of one-sided, but I think it's hard. I think anyone in that division is having a very. I can't see anyone beating Hamzat. Is what I'm trying to say. I think Hamzat's the champ till he don't want to be champ no more.
Yeah, and I think also as well, I think what makes Hamza so different is, if you notice, he's not scared of anybody. In the fight, you might see it like there's like two people I seen him give him a good fight, and that was Gilbert Burns and Usman. Those are the only two
Here's
people.
the thing with Usman too. I don't think Usman actually did give him a very good fight.
Oh, you think you said this last time? Yeah.
I don't think he did. I think looking back, it's one of them ones that's like better than you think it was. If you watch the first 2 rounds, it was very dominant in my opinion, and the third round was closer. Hamzat still won it, and I think because it was closer, people start going, "Oh, Usman did better." Then that over time turns into Usman won that last round. Then it turns into, "Oh, Usman would have won the fight if it was longer." And I'm like, I think if you watch that again, you'll change your mind on that. I think that was very dominant for Hamzat. The third round was closer than the first 2. That's it. He still won every round, in my opinion. Now, the Gilbert Burns one was a fight, right? I thought that was great. Gilbert Burns, though, in his day was a serious.
Yeah, man.
serious
I think he's probably one of those category of guys who should have been champion.
I agree. One of them ones that's about as good as ever been around that didn't get the belt. I agree.
Yeah.
I think he's one of them. I do think he's in that career. Hamzat now though, what's next for him? He's talking about going up to 205, isn't he? After
Yeah,
this.
of course, bro.
Do it.
When you're a guy like him, there's some people that want greatness, isn't it? He wants greatness. He wants to get paid. He wants great. He wants to be. Once he's done this thing in UFC, he wants to be set for life. So I think that's why he's
so as well. I think you should be.
Yeah, I have to be.
You've been through a life like that. That's a hard life. You should be set for life. That should be like, like a Premier League footballer who hasn't, let's say, he hasn't pissed his money away. He hasn't whatever. When you retire at whatever age you retire from football at, you should be able to never do anything if you choose. That's what a fighter should be to me, right? That life is hard. That's a hard life, and you give up a lot for it, both in terms of like, dedication, all that kind of side of thing, giving up, not going out, sacrifice this, sacrifice that. But also, like, listen, you come out of that career, you might, your body ain't right. Your head could be all like, there could be a lot of problems, is what I'm trying to say, right? So I think you should be set forever.
Facts.
Yeah. So going forward now, sorry, I cut you off again. Didn't I went on a rant because
No, that's what you do.
That's what we do. Yeah, I lose myself. I get going. I'm like,
that drunk uncle at parties that just goes on.
That's like a dig at me, or what? What do you mean? What was
He's
that?
the drunk uncle, isn't it?
Drunk uncle. But I'm drinking water, bro.
You know what I mean? That just goes on and on. It's like, yeah, man. And everyone's like, yeah.
Go and talk to Uncle Ollie. Let him drive you mad.
Yeah.
Let him drive you mad for a minute or 2.
That's you, man.
Go and talk to Uncle Ronin. He's talking about Star Wars again. Fucking lunatic. Anyway, what does he go to 205? That was the original question.
I think he does. Because after Sean, from what I can remember, I could be completely wrong. I can't see anyone.
No, I'd go to 205. I think I've done it.
And I think when him and Sean fight, I think the reason why he's such a heavy favourite is because I think obviously there's 2 contrasting styles, obviously. But if you look at the approaches, Sean's a lot more reserved in his approach. So he does the Philly shell, 1-2 teep, so on and so forth. Hamzat's not going to give a damn about that. He's just going to be like,
shooting from across the cage.
Yeah, you've seen him do it, bro.
What if let's just say, argument's sake, I don't think it would happen, but it could. Right? What if Sean catches him in some sort of submission off his back
Obviously, that's
and wins? What's next? Rematch?
Has to be.
Got to be in it.
You know Dana, man. You know how he is, bro. Like, again, Diego Lopez.
Money talks. But in that division, there's no one. To me, there's
exactly. So, like, context, right? Who's in divisions? When the division's thin, obviously, you want to put on certain fights that the fans want to see. And again, it's not about money per se for the UFC now. It's about viewership, innit? Because Paramount has bought UFC for viewership, innit? Essentially, right? Part of a streaming service. So now you want to put on the best shows you can for them, to a certain degree. So you want to put on the favorites, for your service provider. So.
And going up, what do you think? Straight to Alberg? Because there's a bit of a time delay. He's injured.
No, we're still interesting.
Or does he fight for an interim?
So I think Alberg will still be injured because if you have an interim in the meantime, you might have Jury, Akalive, and then potentially Costa, and then.
But if Hamzat goes up, he's got to be in the interim.
Hamzat, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like you've got like maybe 4 people in that time period where they might fight out for the interim, and then whoever gets the interim would then fight Alberg next year.
Do you think he can be champion 205?
Of course.
He beats all of them?
He's you have to remember, Hamzat is 6'2".
Is he that big? Yeah,
he's 6'2", bro. Like, what's the average height of 6'3"? Yuri 6'3", I believe. Pereira 6'5".
I mean, it's hard.
Yeah.
He says 6'4", but Izzy says 6'5". He's about 2 inches taller.
Khalil Roundtree 6'1".
Yeah.
Allberg 6'3", I think, if I'm correct. So you're in,
and it don't really matter. Daniel Cormier was better than all them people you just
He's
mentioned.
5'11".
Probably,
He's
except Pereira maybe, but he's I think he's 5'10".
5'11", yeah.
I don't think he's even that. I think he said before he's like 5'10".
Is it?
I
Shit,
don't think
alright.
he's 5'11". Yeah, I think he's short.
So he's in that category of it, and obviously I don't know how much weight he cuts down to get out to 85. Sorry, yeah, to 85. But if he can build muscle to go 205,
he's got to be naturally, I would have thought, over 205, isn't he? Like
naturally, but then like I said before, the guys who are at 205 may come up for 230.
But also look how strong he is. You've seen the video of him throwing DC around, didn't you? You see
Yeah,
that
man,
one?
it's like he's got
strong as a bull.
he has it, but that's what I'm saying. If he builds up a little bit, look at what's his name, Acosta. He's like what, 6'1". Went to light heavyweight, so he's in the mix, man. He's definitely got, again, the attributes to do what he needs to do. Light heavyweight. It's a scary thought.
Gotcha. By the end of the year, is Alex Pereira heavyweight champion?
Potentially. It depends on Aspinall.
Yeah.
I think Aspinall's the key.
Could he beat Aspinall, do you think?
Potentially, yes. But Aspinall's more, again, Aspinall is one of the most well-rounded heavyweights I've ever seen in the division.
Okay, here's one. Forget injuries, forget timelines, all that kind of stuff. We have 4 heavyweights, right? Alex Pereira, John Jones, Francis Ngannou, and Tom Aspinall. Who comes out on top if they all fight each other? It's hard, isn't it?
Jones.
Yeah, I think ultimately Jones. I do.
I have to go with Jones, man. Like, again, you was about thin margins, right? Jones just has that, that psychotic, like, obsession, crazy, I don't care, fearless, I'm hurt. Remember the broken toe?
And his arm.
Yeah.
Vitor. Arm.
Didn't tap out, boom.
He said at the press conference after, didn't he? So I was waiting for it to tap. I ain't tapping. Yo, that goes a long way. That's a part of it.
He's a psycho.
Yeah.
I think he was taking a mic though of Aspinall, which I thought was a bit mad. He said, if we notice this guy when we fight in trouble, he's like, oh, the finish is better now. Oh no.
We said, yeah.
If you see the clip,
it's comedy. I don't know what he said.
It's comedy. Watch it, please.
I'll watch it. But I don't know what he said. But there was another one of him saying he was talking about it, but he weren't in a funny mood. He was like in a mean mood. He was talking about like that. What we said, like, I had a broken toe, I had this arm. He was like, you got poked in the eye, bro. But he weren't trying to be funny. He was like, who's the champ?
Yeah, he does. He's very thing like that, man. Yeah. But I think Aspinall had one of the worst eye pokes apart from Bisping.
Bisping didn't get poked though. Bisping
got punched. Oh, he was kicked off.
Vitor kicked him in the eye, and it got worse over time because he fought quite soon after that.
Yeah.
I think from what I understand about it, he had an initial problem that the surgery, there was issues. Do you know what I mean? So over time, it went from being like an issue that wasn't like life changing, going to go blind, to suddenly like big problem. Like, from what I understand, but. You can't mess around with your eyes, man.
Yeah, like, he's the worst one it's one of the worst I've seen because he's had two surgeries.
I think they said 2, didn't they? Yeah.
I've not heard of that, bro. I've heard like one. No, I've seen some horrible ones, yeah, but like that for him, that's the worst that's known to me.
And eyes are bad. Like, can you think much worse than going blind? Like that's up there, isn't it? You know what I mean? Like that's pretty.
Well, fighting as well.
Your career's over. Bisping got told his career was over, didn't he?
Yeah, he still fought. He still became champion.
And lied.
Crazy.
He spoke, didn't he, about cheating on the test. How bad you want to fight?
He wants to be champion, bro. Like, it's crazy.
Animal.
He's probably one of the most underrated fighters.
Yeah. Dog. Absolute dog. Like,
to become a champion, bro. Yeah. Like, he's the most unlucky champion ever I've ever heard of.
Yeah. Beast of him, mate. Like, beast to keep going, really. Keep going. And got there. Like, I think he won the belt when he was about 38 or something.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And with one eye. And after all them losses, like, beast.
I'm saying, man, mindset, bro. It's certain people just have that. Obviously, certain things are aligned, of course, but like mindset.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. You got to have a certain amount of physical sort of, I don't want to call it luck because you work for a lot of physicality too, don't you? But like some people, that have done Jiu Jitsu, have been around a long time, they just, their physical, whatever you want to call it, emotional, mental, the whole package, they just can't they can't get past that sort of blue belt bump.
Yeah,
It's just not for them, right? And it's not a knock necessarily. It's just a reality,
It's
isn't
what
it?
it is.
It is what it is, exactly. Like
That's
we
me.
all play football growing up, right?
Yeah,
Some
man.
kids just can't play.
I can't play.
Was you that kid? That's
Yeah,
why you
that's
support.
me.
That's why you support a dumb team. Like I don't know what to tell
Such
you.
a hater, man.
We'll
Who's
get
just
to
team
it.
with Chelsea?
Get to it, huh?
Who's just team with
We're in
Chelsea?
the FA Cup final, bro.
Oh my gosh.
We're in the FA Cup final.
Man City is gonna whoop you.
No.
Gonna whoop
How
you.
did they do in the Champions League final when we played them there?
Okay, they're gonna whoop you.
Oh yeah, we'll see. What are we gonna see?
You gonna see?
We betting on that? We spit on the hands
No,
and putting
bro,
bets
that's
on?
nasty, bro.
No, yeah. You just go and dress up. I'll tell you what we do. If Chelsea win, you got to come in here for another episode.
Your manager losing Liam Russell's name.
Don't get me started on him. Don't get me started on him.
You guys, it's fine.
Why they brought him in is beyond me. Like, what's going on there? Not for me.
Sorry, who owns it, by the way?
It's a consortium, but Todd Bowley is the chairman.
Oh, is the American?
Yeah.
I'm not being funny, bro. This is how I'm mad to say, but I'm not liking American management in football. It doesn't work. It doesn't.
Why do you think that is? You think because the way they do their sports over there?
Culture, bro. It's just culture. The culture is different. Their system is different from the system over here. Like you've got two different systems.
It's a draft system. They don't get relegated. They're all in the same league. Anyway.
Yeah, exactly. It's you're not playing by the same rules, man. So trying to apply it to this just isn't going to work. If it was like a similar system, that would make more sense.
Yeah.
But because it's different, bro, you can't be playing with these like.
Well, our old owner was a massive success for us. When he the way he had to go was terrible. You know what I mean? Like, but the managers we've had, two have stuck out to me in my time that when before they signed them, while they were there, after they've gone, the whole time is like disaster. Was Potter and this guy Liam Rosini. I just look at it. It's just like not to knock him or kick a man when he's down, but it's like look. He come in and that's not the guy you look at if you're in a trench. Like you're like, what?
Unproven.
That's a big problem I've got. When you come from another club that ain't won things, when you're at a club like Chelsea, and I'm not just saying it because it's my team, but like we've won Champions League leagues, that's where our ambition is, right? So you can't bring someone from who hasn't been there and done it to me. But more the character of him, this Liam Rosini guy, because it's like if you're coming at half time, for example, and it's you need a bit of a rally the troops speech, you're looking at him, you're going, come on, mate, like, you watch the bags, we're going to do the fighting. You know what I mean? It's a little bit how I don't know. It's a bit of a silly way to look at it, but I just go like, you're not a strong character. You're not. You're in the wrong place. You need to go manage Salzburg like you were before. That's for you. Leave this out. This because it's but that's a rant for another day, mate.
No, but it is again. There's different like. Not everyone fits everywhere, right? It's particularly got to be a particular character, as you said, to do certain jobs.
And I don't think players would respect that. Like players at a club like that. You got players from international football that have been at top level. They're looking at this club to win things. And you got this guy. You can't tell me the younger guys that are sort of coming up and like kind of like, would you know? Do you know what I mean? Like
it can happen. It's happened rarely, but it's happened.
Yeah.
It's happened. Like again, Pochettino, Mourinho.
Mourinho was the man. Don't. I'd give him.
So this was crazy.
Let's give him one more go. Bring Mourinho back one more time.
He's going back to Real Madrid, man.
No. One more time at Chelsea. His heart belongs to us.
It's Real Madrid, bro.
No, you're out of order, bro. What's wrong with you, Real Madrid? You're a Chelsea fan, right? We'll get to that question in a minute. Don't answer. Don't say a word.
Hell no.
In your red shoes. In your red shoes.
No.
Where did you grow up?
Doesn't matter, bro.
Where did you grow up?
That's where your heart is.
No. Where did you grow up? I'm just asking. Where did you grow up?
Where did I grow up, Ollie?
I don't know. I'm asking the questions.
So where did I grow up, Ollie? Tell me.
I know it's London, but whereabouts?
So what does it put? You just make a point already. This the same dry argument I've heard so many times.
Do you know how many people I speak to and I forget what to talk about? At this point, it's a genuine question again.
Like so, like gets to the point. The person's gonna be, I'm
just asking.
How many times have to go to the stadium? Tell me how many times?
That's a terrible impression, by the way. Hey, you're doing well.
I was like, this is dry. I don't care.
Which part of London did you grow up in?
I don't care.
You don't care about your part of London? Whoa, guys. Hey, yo. You don't care about his
You would be great at being a politician. Not journalist. You'd be great.
Journalist? No.
Propaganda.
Just write whatever you want. We'll
Any
figure it out.
headline is there, like, what? Forget about the retractions. Forget about being sued. Just put it out there.
He's all right. Mate, listen, always great to see you. Always.
Before we go, bro, I need to ask you before we go.
Yes.
What did you think about the Alexa Grasso, Macy Barber knockout choke submission?
I mean, yeah, you don't see that much, do you? You don't see stuff like that much.
Bro.
That was what are you talking about from the referee's point of view?
No, I just mean in general. It was just because
Crazy.
when you look at it, right, she spun around. Oh my God. She's hit her. She spun around to hit the floor. So she can't see that she's out.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
And all she used to see is just the neck in it. And it's just like, oh, you're still up.
Yeah.
So from her perspective, it's like, I'm only seeing the back of you.
Yeah, and it's fast.
And you're still up.
And it was so fast.
She's like, oh, yeah.
Gone. Yeah. See, the reason I ask is because I've heard some people complaining, oh, the ref should have stopped it quicker and stuff like that.
The ref was on it. I don't see how what the
That's
ref could
my
have...
point. It's like, what could he have done different?
If it was Herb Dean, mate, she might have died if it was her. No joking. Or who's the other guy back in the day? Yeah, Masaki. Yeah, that would have been game over for her. It'd have been like, sure, yeah.
Well, there was one. Do you remember the one with John Fitch? John Fitch choked out. It was Josh Berkman choked out John Fitch.
Yeah.
Had him, and I think he looked, and the ref's looking at him, and he let him go, dropped him. He's limp on the floor, and the ref still looked at him like that, and then went like that. And I'm not exaggerating. He proper looked. He's completely out, and then it was like, hey. But yeah, I thought it was cool, man. Yeah. I thought it was brilliant. I mean, it reminded, not in style before people go nuts, but it was a little bit, to me, like the Mighty Mouse back in the day when he pulled off the suplex to armbar. Yeah. You know, that kind of boom, 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 boom. Whoa! Beautiful, I thought it was brilliant. Man. Yeah, I thought it was brilliant. You don't see that much.
That is knockout submission. I don't know what you want to call it.
Crazy.
That is just...
Yeah.
26 has already been ticked out. That's number one.
That was great.
You're not beating that.
That was brilliant. The way how quick she got on the back. A bit, again, like Henan Brow did it back in the day. Remember when he jumped on and picked his back?
No.
He got a quick... Yeah, he was brilliant.
He was a beast, that guy back in that. He was the man at 135. He was the man.
People forget how because he lost to TJ Dillashaw.
Yeah.
And I believe, if I'm wrong, someone correct me, but I believe from that day on for the rest of his career, he went 2 wins, 10 losses.
Yeah. He was on a losing streak.
But he was on like a 32 fight winning streak. He was pound for pound the best for a bit. And it's funny, I tell you, I might have said this before. I've definitely said it on a podcast. I've said it to you. Again, it's genuine, I forgot. Right, I was in San Francisco training, and my mate was with me. Don't know much about fighting. He just come out for the thing, and we was watching it in a bar out there. And it's America, right? Everyone's excited, you know how it is. Woo! And like everyone's going off. Daniel Cormier just beat Dan Henderson when he threw him all over the place. So people was going nuts in this bar, right? And this is back in 2014. So this is of a time where you couldn't just go everywhere and watch it. You had to like find place. So it was packed with people that wanted to watch the fight. And this fight was coming out, and my mate was going blah blah. And I'm like, watch this guy, Henan Barrell. Watch this, he's best. Watch what happens here. You know, the whole time I'm giving it. Watch what happens here. And you go, oh, whatever. And of course, TJ dinks him in the first round. Then he beats him. I'm like, don't worry, next round. Every round, I was like, in a minute it's coming. In a minute it's coming. Ended up getting completely battered for 5 rounds. But it was never the same after, which is a strange one because. You know, people have said before, and it was around the time that stricter testing came in for PEDs. Yeah. But I think it's more than that.
Style's different. So I think, if I'm correct, he had a linear style, whereas Dillashaw was more circular.
Well, he was flat-footed and plodding coming forward.
That's what I'm saying. So it was just a different kind of style how he approached it.
But I just feel like once he lost, his belief was gone. It was a big part of it. And he got a proper beating that night. It wasn't like he got outpointed. He got a proper walloping for 5 rounds and stayed in there.
Bro,
it would have always been better for him to get knocked out in the first round.
During that period, remember that during that period, that's when MMA really evolved. Yeah. And it dropped leaps
it was him and
bounds.
Aldo, wasn't it? Him and Aldo was like the superstars for a while. At the lighter weights, but it is what it is, isn't it? Everyone has their time because he was still relatively young, wasn't he? We're getting chucked out.
Yeah, we are.
Is it a bomb scare?
Yeah.
Not getting chucked out. We're good. We can carry on. I'm getting bored of him anyway. He's giving me all kinds of abuse today. It's all gone wrong.
Bro,
he's putting on a voice about me at times as well. Bro. That's all right. We'll wrap it up now anyway. There we go. But
yeah, well, that's it, bro.
Yeah, that's mate, listen, it's always good to see you, as I say. You know the question we got to do before we finish. The most important question of the day. Which football team you support?
Man United.
Man United? I thought it was Arsenal. I thought it was an Arsenal boy. Have you changed? Have you changed teams? No. Was it always been Man United? Am I remembering wrong?
No, you're definitely wrong. Old man, that's all right.
Never mind. Okay. I tried, guys. We try and bring them over to Chelsea.
I'll call you Abuelo.
How about if I bring you some blue shoes next time so you don't have to wear them? Well, there you go. What's the matter with you? Come over, Chelsea. Do you want a ticket? I'll get you a ticket to the cup final. Come.
Get that.
See your team win a cup. You ain't seen it for a long time. No, Man United for life. My man, top man. Good to see you. We will do this again over the years, I'm
Yeah, man.
sure.
Yeah.
I'll be at the entity whenever it's on, whenever it's there. We'll get a squeeze the neck one on. We will get you. I will hound you for that one. We'll get some rounds in. We'll do some judo, the whole deal. But as you know, my mate,
Judo. Oh,
Judy,
jeez.
Uchi Oli, that's my new name.
Uchi Oli, bro.
I always finish with the fists up like this. I don't know which one I'm supposed to look at because normally I've got one camera. Put your fists up with me, mate. Put your fists up. Squeeze the neck. Boom.